on is a bitch.
What's that about?
Does G baby not get it?
Oh, I don't get it. I don't know what I walked into. So,
Yo, G baby, you crazy.
So, G baby, you don't understand. You don't see what's going on.
Bro, you
Look at his head.
Oh yeah, you talk about him bald. Yeah, I saw hair, but
See,
yeah,
this is
so
why I like it.
you just cut it a lot lower than normal.
I just cut that thing all the way off, bro. I'm thinking about shaving it. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, dude,
That's crazy.
Yo. What?
that what you looking like, dude?
What I'm looking like?
Hitler.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
Whoa,
great.
whoa.
Okay, I guess we're not doing this anymore. Wow.
Whoa.
Shout out to all you
So
guys
it
out
don't
there.
look like
man.
Derek White. That's crazy.
I do look like Derek White, actually.
Oh.
Top D is in effect, man. It's in effect, bro. You know,
Not crazy.
you got the top G out there. We following the footsteps of the great Andrew Tate, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, we back in business, bro. Ever since I've had the body, I'm in my MJ phase right now, and ever since I've had the body, I've had zero L's taken. I've had 0 L's taken this whole entire week. I'm not even gonna hold you. I've been on 2K and everything.
Just
Did you
keep
win
the
your parlay?
beard, bro. Keep the beard, man.
Bro, hey, I have a solid day so far. Manchester United lost to a crappy Danish club. I've been roasting everybody, all my friends. It's been a good day. Wrong football. But hey, we got to talk some crap in the PC footy chat today to somebody. So today's a good day.
Shout out my man Lewis for PC Footy.
Shout out your man Lewis. But let's talk about Josh Allen, bro. That's what I really want
You're
to talk
wild
about.
for this title.
How am I wild for
It's
this title?
his style.
Wait. Trey, see, here's my problem with you, Trey.
Oh my god.
Trey, you agitate me sometimes, man. You agitate me because you always love to call us haters, but is it not a fact? Has Josh Allen won a championship in the NFL since he's been in the league? Yes,
Okay, cool. If that's the case,
No.
then
And then wait. I'm not done. Has he shown you the ability to lead you to a championship in the NFL?
okay.
No. So therefore, the title.
He has.
When?
When
say
he did
against the Chiefs.
when he did everything in his power, and he was 17 seconds away from going to the Super Bowl, which he would have won.
So is Jalen Hurts the
That was the
championship
second
quarterback?
round. That was the second round. That wasn't the AFC champ. That was the second round. People
That
always
was
forget that.
Divisional,
To answer
actually.
your question, Dub, yes. Jalen Hurts is a championship caliber quarterback. Let's not play dumb.
When are we gonna start saying that Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen? Honestly, let's have these discussions.
When it actually happens.
Coming
What
from
you
an
mean?
Eagles fan, of course you would love that. How convenient, Jake.
When it actually happens.
I don't-
Hey, if
let's
we-
be honest.
If we're keeping it like this, hey, Trey, you think Jalen Hurts is a championship level quarterback? That must mean Jimmy G is a championship level
Come on, bro.
quarterback.
See, this is why J-Rob and Doug
I'm just saying.
reaching great. Like this is like, bro. Like, come on, bro. Okay. Come on, bro. You baby try.
Let's not do the Jimmy G shit.
I was about to say, you baby always.
That was for Trey.
I'm not saying it just because he got to a Super Bowl. What I'm saying is, yes, he got to a Super Bowl, but he is also physically talented enough as a football player for him to be a key cog in the offense, not a passenger. Not okay, cool. We in the NFC Championship. I'm gonna throw this ball 6 times, and we gonna win.
How many times are we gonna keep coddling this man?
Like, bro, we not doing that.
How many times are we gonna keep coddling this man?
I'm not here to coddle.
How many? That's what you're doing.
But on some real,
That's not what I'm doing. I'm not
on some real though, Dub. Like I just thought the Bills just lost.
No, hold on, wait.
What?
Wait, that they just lost. What you mean?
I'm saying like I don't think like I'm saying like of course based off this title stuff like I'm the way how we're talking about it, I'm thinking like Josh Allen played like some hot dog water. He didn't.
No, that's not what this is about. But the same record that we got on Tua and the Dolphins for, the only winning team the Bills beat were the Dolphins, and we're calling them frauds.
Yeah, well, but the thing is though, I think we didn't nobody else was hyping up the what's his name the Bills this year because we all know who we thought they were, but we had more expectations for the Dolphins this year, adding Jalen Ramsey, seeing Tua in this offense.
But screw the expectations. This guy, Josh Allen, he's a top 5 quarterback, I would assume. But the man is consistently up and down. The man, if you haven't known, he's thrown a pick every single game within the last 5 games, which is crazy to me, actually.
Sounds about right.
So he's throwing picks every single time.
I mean, you don't want to play the big game, though, Dub. You don't want to play that game because Jalen Hurts has the most turnovers for a quarterback this year.
That's not picks, though.
So what's the difference?
He's third in the league in interceptions, though.
What's the difference
like
between picking and lost?
5, 6 in interceptions.
He's still top 3 in interceptions.
Who?
Because
Jalen Hurts.
Where's Jalen Hurts? Where's Josh Allen at?
I'm about to pull it up right now because I just looked this up for the Monday show.
Because Josh Allen got 9.
And I think Jalen Hurts has 8.
He has 8.
I think Jalen Hurts has 8.
So there we go.
You got argument about turnovers.
I think Jalen Hurts got more fumbles too.
That shouldn't be your go-to.
No. Screw to Jalen Hurts. I want to talk about Josh Allen.
I
want to talk about Josh Allen.
You just asked the question when we're going to start having a conversation with Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen. That's why he got brought up.
Well, honestly, when are we going to start having these conversations? Because they're not far off from each other. How? Just because Josh Allen got a bigger arm?
I mean, I agree with you that they're not far off from each other.
Let it happen.
I don't think they're that far off.
Let it happen organically, bro. Let it
What
happen.
you mean organically? The man the same way y'all glazed and praised Josh Allen for going up against the Bills. I mean, going up against the Chiefs and battling against Mahomes. Jalen Hurts don't get the same glaze and praise. I swear. I don't want to be that guy, but I swear, y'all hate them brothers in Philadelphia. I swear. Because the same way that Jalen Hurts went out there and balled out against Patrick Mahomes, and there was nothing he did wrong besides a fumble, y'all did not hype him up to the same levels in which I hyped up Josh Allen after Jalen Hurts was coming off an MVP caliber season too. What are we doing?
This is why. Look at Jalen Hurts' supporting cast and look at the Bills.
You're losing me. You're losing me.
What?
How am I losing you, bro? Jalen Hurts has the second best roster in the league.
This is just a genuine question. Then if he does,
how am I losing? Yeah, Jalen Hurts has the second best roster in the league.
Better quarterback than Josh Allen?
Why not? Why not right now?
No, I'm not trying to debate. I'm asking a genuine.
As of right now, yes.
As of right now, I don't. I think it's literally. It's literally that far.
As of right now, due of recent memory, especially with what Josh Allen did last year in the postseason, I think I'm comfortable to say that Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Josh Allen for sure, 1,000%. And why not? Why not?
I think Josh Allen's comfortably.
Like I said, I don't think that's crazy. So
I mean, I don't think it's crazy. I don't think comfortable is kind of. I think comfortable is kind of nuts, but I don't think he's a better.
Who's a better runner?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all better stop
hesitation.
What?
Josh Allen is probably
no hesitation is crazy.
I'm not saying no hesitation. I'll probably say Josh Allen.
That's what OJ just said. He just said no hesitation.
Well, okay, and then I think Josh Allen's a better passer than Jalen Hurts. So that's just going
not really.
Yeah, not really. It's
not gonna lie. We're not about
not really.
I think it's close though.
Look,
even if y'all
like if I'm being honest, like if I'm grading it, I kind of could put. Go ahead. No, you.
No. I was just saying, like I can hear the argument for Josh Allen being a better passer. I don't know if I can hear them.
I'm not gonna lie. The running is not that far off.
I'm not. Neither of them are that far off.
I'm picking Jalen. I'm picking Jalen as a runner.
Jalen.
Because the chat come out, it's Jalen Hurts. Stop it! Like he Lamar.
I'm just bro. With the passing, there's some passes Josh Allen's making Jalen Hurts can't make. Come on, bro.
But there's also
just because he got a bigger arm.
Wait,
what are you talking about?
I just know that Josh Allen can make that.
Hey y'all, what if we give Josh Allen? What if Josh Allen was on the Eagles with that line and that run?
The same thing.
I hate the team argument though. I hate the team argument.
I hate that.
But even then, they do. Even then, they do the same thing. They're literally
it would be the same.
Production wise, they're literally close right now. I don't see a difference. Production wise, they're literally as of right now, they both. Josh Allen got 9 picks. Jalen Hurts got 8. They both got over 2K passing yards, if I'm not mistaken.
And then one of them has the best. One of them has the best line in the league of really good.
Who shows up in the clutch though?
2 stout receivers, bro.
Who shows up in the clutch though? Who shows up in the clutch though?
But you
are ignoring that.
We know the Eagles' O line. we know the Eagles' O-line is the best O-line in the league for sure. No question asked, not disagreeing.
And how did Jalen Hurts do before A.J. Brown came into the picture?
You don't want to hear what Josh Allen
same thing with Josh Allen before Stephon
But
Diggs.
the thing is, though, the reason why I push back on that, though, because I feel like when you talk about that specific topic, I feel like Jalen Hurts improved more because he already had he had a wide receiver 1 with Smitty. He was just bona fide doo-doo. He was just trash. And then when he got A.J. Brown, he looked better as a passer, and I think he would have been improving better even before A.J. Brown got there. Now, Josh Allen on the part,
trash before Stephon Diggs. And right now, even with him, when he's not targeting Stephon Diggs, what do we all say?
Bro, Stephon
look a suspect.
Now to push back on that, G baby, you can also say that he don't have no true wide. He got Gabe Davis, a bum, not even a top 50 receiver. While Jalen Hurts still got Smitty over crazy.
So Gabe Davis has
okay, but I'm not gonna lie, Dalton Kincaid over there now, who's looking like
still
guy. Okay, but Dalton Kincaid's over there looking like
he's
a
just
guy.
Starting to come on. He's just starting to come along.
But the offense is good.
I'm saying because
the same playoff game. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying, though, G-Baby? Because just how J-Rob, he gives props to Josh Allen, because Josh Allen has to do a lot of the carry. His carry job is crazy at Buffalo, though.
Yeah.
He's the run game, and it's just him and Stephon Diggs, bro. It's really just him. So you
gotta consider that.
You gotta consider that too with Josh Allen.
The reason why I said this title was nasty wasn't because I'm just up here to praise Josh Allen, because I'm not the biggest fan of Josh Allen. Like, to your point, Dub, I do think there is a problem that, like, people harp on that one playoff game with Josh Allen against Patrick Mahomes, but they don't give the same treatment to Jalen Hurts having a near perfect Super Bowl performance against Patrick Mahomes and just coming up short because Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Nobody gives him that same level of praise.
Why though?
He's solidified. He's a guy now.
Racism.
Wow,
I'm sorry. It gotta be, bro. It gotta be. The man after having, because before Jalen Hurts got AJ Brown, similar to Josh Allen getting Stephon Diggs, Jalen Hurts was performing better than Josh Allen was before they both got their guys. Okay. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that.
Year 2, Jalen Hurts was definitely better.
Okay, then that's what I'm. And that's
not
my
saying
point.
Much, but it was still better.
Then you have Jalen Hurts coming off an MVP caliber season. Let's not forget, if he didn't get hurt, it was really up in the air between Mahomes and Hurts, and it's probably going to be Hurts, right? So the man off of an MVP season, performing great against the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and having a pretty good year this year. How is he not better at this moment in time?
He's been okay this year. You're saying pretty good. I'm not that impressed, bro. He's
okay. But also too, the thing with Josh Allen,
we've been winning games. There's been games we're winning solely off of just because of him.
No, I'll give you that. They
just
have
because
been
of
winning games, but let's go to Trevor Lawrence. They've been winning games too. He hasn't looked crazy like that, bro.
Yeah, but it's a difference with Trevor Lawrence because there's games where the Eagles won that game because of literally Jalen Hurts, where we was folding and we were winning the Commanders in both of those games.
But some of those games they got in the hole because of who? Jalen Hurts.
No.
Yes.
Which game?
As indicated by his league leading turnovers, bro.
No, that's not. That's
not true.
But also another thing
that
I want to point out about Josh Allen, I think
because it was only one game where he threw multiple picks, literally, and that one game. Let me relook this.
So Dub, you don't put fumbles in the same realm as turnovers, bro.
No, we do because we say about Josh Allen, so you gotta say about Josh Allen.
It doesn't seem.
Also, too, I will say, okay, because Trent, you brought up
turnovers, bro.
When we talk about Josh Allen, I think another thing too, even though I do agree with you, OJ, that Jalen Hurts has not looked as crisp and as like super clean as he did last year, even though he's still playing good, even though I think he's playing relatively well. I think the other thing with Josh Allen too, J-Rob said it best. When it rains, it pours for him. Like when he hits a low, like that Jets game where you just punting the ball to the same dude.
That was a bad game.
And then another thing too, Josh Allen, and we've seen it over the course of years. There's times he'll play down to his competition. That inconsistency level that we see. I mean, when the Jags sucked, and he couldn't get a drive, and that was all because of him. There was another game he played where it was just like, yo, what are you doing? I even think the Jags game this year in London, I think they went like 5 straight drives, 3 and out. Couldn't get nothing going. You can call it jet lag, whatever you want, but I think there's definitely often times where I feel like he's a little bit more inconsistent. And if you, I think most people would much rather have like a steady with a couple lows than a roller coaster. And I think Josh Allen, I think it's not like a up and down every other game, but there's definitely ups and then there's definitely downs. And he'll be consistent for a little bit, then there'll be another down and then another up.
I will say though, G, I feel you on that. But Jalen Hurts is kind of like bad, kind of gets ignored because the Eagles win.
Yes.
Instead of when Josh Allen has his bag, when they lose, he gets majority of the blame because it's more of a Josh Allen carry job.
Yeah, and Trent, not even when he's bad. I don't like. Hasn't been a lot of games where he's been straight up off.
Clearly, this game, this game.
But there's been games he's just okay, and he still wins anyways.
He got criticized. That doesn't make sense. The games where he was mid, he got criticized in the Vikings game, despite them winning. He got severely criticized, rightfully so, against the Jets game. What other games did he really played mid in that he deserves crazy?
You're talking about Jalen Hurts, right?
Yeah,
no, I'm saying.
But you said you said, oh yeah, he don't get criticized in some of his mid games because they win. Well, he got criticized against the Minnesota Vikings, even though they beat them. He did get criticized heavily. So I don't understand that point.
I'm saying though, because I'm just talking about just on the platform period, just from when we were talking about it. I didn't really hear when the Eagles was just like playing when he was just playing okay and they were struggling. They were just getting the dubs, even though he was just playing mid because they were winning games.
I remember all of us talking about him not being up and down.
I was about to say the Vikings game was definitely
maybe because I missed a few shows. Maybe because I missed a few shows because I don't know.
But we even talked about him in the Patriots game too, Doug.
If you talk about you guys,
we talk about the Jets game.
But I don't think the general media has been that critical. And again, it reminds me of that John Madden quote, right? The best deodorant is winning. So in a sense, it's like, and that's true. Honestly, I'll give Jalen Hurts credit. Even when he doesn't play that, well, he finds a way to win, and he's been very, very clutch. So for me, I'm not against Jalen Hurts over Josh Allen, but for me, it's too premature because at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts could go and choke it up in the first round and lose, and Josh Allen makes it super. I don't know, something crazy could happen. So I'm gonna. So
you just need more time.
Well, wait.
No. I think Josh Allen deserves the benefit of the doubt for me to wait.
That's what I'm saying. You need more time.
Wait, OJ, my only pushback to that is like Dub said earlier. He hasn't Josh Allen has had one playoff game where he played extreme. He's had two, but
against the Patriots though is like
I don't want to hear that was a top 5 defense.
No, that was a good defense.
No, they were destroying them immediately.
Was it that snow game?
He was wilding. He was the reason why
because he was bucking out. I'm talking about that shit. But when people talk about Josh Allen's playoff performance, they don't talk about that Patriots game. They talk about the one against the Chiefs.
The Chiefs one.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, to Dub's point, when we talk about Josh Allen, you talk about that game that solidified him as, okay, we know this guy is a guy in the league in terms of being a top flight quarterback. Mm-hmm. Jalen Hurts had a damn near perfect performance in a Super Bowl, not an AFC championship game, not a division.
I don't know about that.
A Super Bowl.
I don't know about that.
Wait,
besides the fumble, that was
damn near perfect. What? He had one passing touchdown? Nah, I'm not excited.
What?
That's disgusting.
What?
That's so disgusting.
There's no way you're doing this.
That's so disgusting.
You gonna be this right now?
So just because he only had one passing touchdown, that doesn't mean he had played a perfect game.
But you're characterizing his performance as damn near perfect. That's what I have an issue with.
He had 4 combined TDs. What?
Nah, that's crazy.
For 70%.
Discrediting 4 TDs is crazy.
Yeah, come on. You can't discredit 4 TDs, bro. We can't.
That's nuts.
There's no way you scoffing at 4 TDs.
Trey, here's my thing, though, real quick.
I'm not gonna down that list, but go ahead, Trey.
All right. My only thing is this: like I said, if we're going to do it for one quarterback, let's do it for all. Or if we're not gonna do it for all the quarterbacks, let's not do it at all.
But
wait, so Trey. Oh, go ahead, because I want to ask you something.
And by the way, I just looked up. I didn't know he had 4 TDs. So
if we're
I
going
recant that.
if we're going to take
I guess I forgot. My bad.
It happens. It happens.
if we're going to take one game against the best quarterback in the league and say, hey, you went toe to toe with this guy, and even though you lost, you showed us enough in this game for you to solidify yourself as a top flight guy. If that's the case, if we're doing that with Josh Allen, we should be able to do that with Jalen Hurts.
Now, wait, hold on, G. Let me ask
But
you.
Jalen Hurts
That's what I was
don't have
saying.
as many moments as Allen, though.
Wait, but time out though. But this is what I'm saying though. Like what Dub was saying though, because we all on the Josh Allen and on he did this and this and that. He made it so play pitch perfect. Why don't you keep going though?
What you mean?
Like saying like if Jalen Hurts over Josh Allen, keep going. He over Herbert, he over Burrow. Just stop. Put him at number 2 then. From what you see, for Jalen Hurts.
Because also too, I kind of want to push back on the idea.
I'm just saying if people are going to give Josh Allen the benefit of the doubt for his turnovers and the fact that he's a high variance player because his high was going toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes in a playoff game. Well, then if that's the case, if you're going to live with Josh Allen's balance and say you're going to give him the benefit of the doubt to OJ's point, well, then the same thing should be afforded to Jalen Hurts.
But
but this is what I'll say. If you guys are willing to say that Hurts is better than Allen, then be prepared to say that he's the second best quarterback in the league.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
no.
Okay, wait.
No.
Hold up, Doug. Before you go, I want to push back on the point. Trey, I think after that game,
I'm gonna explain it to you, Doug.
Jalen Hurts, I think people did see Jalen Hurts as a guy. I think people did recognize, oh my gosh, this guy basically played a perfect game. And there was a lot of people who thought that little foul call on Bradbury was a terrible goal, and it cost Jalen Hurts a legacy game.
That's true.
There was a lot of people who felt that way. So, to me, I feel like he did get recognized as a guy, and I think that's the reason. But I think that's the reason he's getting a benefit of the doubt for his turnovers.
Yes, G baby. And not only that, his Super Bowl performance too. That's partly why we put him where we put him. Let's be honest, bro.
Hey,
no.
Hey, look.
Wait.
Was he not going to win the MVP?
Yes.
Oh shit. Yeah, it was the whole.
He's having a great year.
He didn't get hurt.
Wait. Hold on. I want to ask. Well, go ahead, Cruiser, because I want to ask.
Hey, Trey. Hey, this was Trey. So look, Trey, break it down. If you go back and look, we saying from the IC, bro. I seen 2 passes that could have easily been picked by the goddamn Chiefs that they dropped in the Super Bowl too, bro.
Oh my fucking god!
You can't.
That's everyone.
Hey,
but he ain't played perfect, bro. It's some stuff that went his way.
He didn't say perfect. He said
that happens with everyone.
Perfect. But he didn't say
man,
perfect.
Cruiser, you one of those haters too, man.
Yeah, Cruiser, you being a hater because Cruiser, he didn't say perfect. He said damn near perfect, which means he didn't get an A+. He got like an A-.
Okay, now can I?
You watch that game? He played.
Can I explain this to Dub real quick? Because was what OJ said about him saying that he prepared for Hurts.
Because I don't think Herbert's better. I don't think Allen's better than Herbert or Lamar.
You know what I'm saying though? But just think about this though, Dub. What your logic? Have you been saying it? Jalen Hurts' Super Bowl performance, is that not better than any game Joe Burrow's ever had in the playoffs?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Is it not better than any game Justin Herbert's had in the playoffs? Would that want to get playoff game?
Yeah, it's fun.
So I'm saying, what's your logic? Why?
That's not my logic though. Like you're combining. That's not my logic. My logic is no. I said if somebody has the logic of hyping up Josh Allen because of going up against the Chiefs, I don't understand how a guy who's having an MVP caliber season and performing better. I said that's the logic that a lot of people have, and I don't understand why he doesn't.
Where do you have Josh Allen?
Be a top 5 guy.
Right
now, you're gonna have in the league right now. You're gonna have Patrick Mahomes, right? Patrick Mahomes. You have Joe Burrow in there. You have Lamar Jackson in there. He's in my top 3. That's like the top 3 guys right there. You have Herbert and Jalen Hurts, and then Josh Allen 6.
Which I'm not gonna lie, it's not crazy. They're right next.
And I have him at 6 too. So
then Matthew Stafford. And CJ Stroud.
Wait, is that in order?
I'll give you respect, Dub. This is why I ask you. The general consensus is that Josh Allen is the second best quarterback in the league.
Not anymore.
Generally, people say that.
Not anymore.
Right now it's Joe Burrow. Right now it's Joe Burrow.
Is Dak Prescott top 10?
No.
Hell
I have it right outside it though.
Hell no.
Y'all be
listen,
disrespecting Dak. I'm not
Hey,
gonna lie. Y'all be
Don't say like it's an easily out.
So Dak Prescott is the
No,
top
I
quarterback
say
now, though?
it's like right out of it, but like
asked
I
that
could put
question
him
for a
in.
reason. I asked that question for a reason because I've been doing my film study. I had to go back and get my doctorate in film study.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's
So the reason I asked this question was I ain't seen a quarterback, not from Pat Mahomes or Joe Burrow, bro. The command of the offense, what Dak Prescott is asked to do at the line of scrimmage, bro. I ain't seen it, bro. This man really is actually.
He watched the film, bro.
To be able to get them boys in and out of plays, bro. That's a lot on the quarterback, bro. Hey, Dak underrated, bro.
Dak be bailing him out a lot. I'm not gonna hold you. He do like y'all got to put some respect on his name because the man's under Mike McCarthy that I'm not even a big fan of, bro.
Yeah.
And he's still, and even this year, like he's not having like people mad about the Cowboys. Like they're what 6-3 right now, 5-3.
But Dub, though,
yeah, but that's that. But
they're 5-3 right now. He's performing. He's been playing. He's been having a really good year.
But Dub, we know that. That's never the issue with Dak. The issue with Dak is in the biggest moments he falters. That's the issue.
That's not on him. That's it's like the Matthew Stafford stuff. I'm not gonna put that on. I'm not gonna put that on Dak. I'm not gonna put that on Dak because he's on a trash organization. What the hell are we doing?
No. Stop. Dub,
what?
You're being nasty because this is nowhere near Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford's better.
You said a trash. No. You said it's like the Matthew Stafford Lions situation, right? And it's not the same because Matthew Stafford did not have the best O-line in the league, a top 5 running back in the league, a good defense in the league. He did not have any of that.
Well, at that point in time, and I hate it when people use that. When you bring up when Zeke was at his best, people gotta understand that wasn't Dak at his best. Like, let's understand
2018, 2019. That's the best. That's the best of Dak we go see.
Dak is 2021.
Yeah, Dak started emerging that year. I think Trey brought it. That year when he only played like 5 games, that's when he really was like.
That was 2020, right?
Yes, when he got hurt. Wait, that's when he really
had the ankle.
No. So watch this. Ever since then, that has been the best version of Dak. Ever since then, that has been Dak literally figuring out like, yo, I could win some games with my arm. I could sit here and put the team on my back. So y'all bring up Dak Prescott in a time where Dak Prescott wasn't this level of quarterback yet. So you bring up him having Ezekiel Elliott when Zeke was at his best and Dak was at his best does not coincide with one another at all.
2020, yes, that's the year he got hurt. I agree, he was on the way.
And that defense was shit.
Also balling too. And then 2021, I'm not even disagreeing with you on 2021 as well. But the thing with the Cowboys, the overall point that I did with bringing that up and why I don't like the comparison to the Matthew Stafford Lions is because Dak, whether he was at his best or even now, he's had a solid, adequate team around him. And it's never been about how you play in the regular season. It's about what you do when you get there in the big dance. And when they get there, we got Dak Prescott selling more often than not.
But you're putting that on, and don't get me wrong, I get it. But I'm putting that more on the organization of you talk about how we believe in curses and everything. Bro, this is clearly the Cowboys organization and who they are, bro.
Okay, but like, he is contributing to the curse. It's not like they're cursed and it's stuff that he can't control. Like it's not like he got a Minnesota miracle on him. I'm not hearing
that, bro.
So
because when he goes up against when he goes up against San Francisco 49ers, loses Tony Pollard, and I get it, he missed some throws, but he's going up against a stacked defense, bro. He's going up against a stacked defense with his best running back out. What you want? I'm not even.
Know what I wanted to do? I want Dak.
2021, he went up against the 49ers again.
Listen,
beat the team he's not
supposed to beat. That's what.
Yeah, you want to know what Zeke was doing? You want this great help? You know what Zeke was doing?
No, I need him to win the game.
He was doing nothing.
Like this Eagles game he just had. He needs to beat the team he's not supposed to beat, bro. Otherwise, it's gonna be the same narrative around Dak Prescott, bro. He loses the games.
When I ain't got no run game, I gotta throw the bitch.
You can't complete more than 50% of your passes. You've been in the league long enough.
Also, etiquette. Come on,
my bad. It's the 49ers.
We are not about to cave for the 49ers secondary game.
It's the 49ers
I ain't caving for no 49ers secondary. So,
I'm
49ers defense.
I'm sorry. So if you think Dak is this top 10 level quarterback,
I didn't know losing. How is losing to the 49ers like such a stain on his legacy? He's losing to a great team.
I'm not talking about the losing. I'm talking about the performance. That's where we're getting it twisted. I don't care if
even performing bad. You know how hard it is to play well against a defense like that.
Okay, but you calling him a top 10 guy?
A top 10 guy is not a crazy margin. Trevor,
you can't hold on to top 10 expectations.
Joe, we talk about Joe Burrow all the time, and sometimes playing mid in the postseason. And he's a top.
We kill him when he plays
that don't mean he's not a top 2, top 3 guy, bro.
Okay, but if you're holding him to top 10 expectations, if you're calling him a top 10 guy,
name me quarterbacks in the top 10 that should perform against that 49ers defense without a running game
better
in
than
the top
50%
10.
of their passes.
Name them, because you're gonna name Mahomes,
Allen, Herbert, Lamar, Jalen Hurts.
You sure you want to go with Lamar? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Talking about what he does in the postseason.
Yes, he should be able to.
He should be able to. He should be able
That's
to.
what
Right?
you asked me. That's what you asked
should be. But I would bet a lot of these quarterbacks in that top 10, if their running game isn't going well, and against a defense like that, they're gonna be folding the same way. It's hard. It's back-to-back years going up against a defense like that. What are we doing? It's unrealistic expectations. And I'm telling that he's in the latter part of the top 10. So you're naming like top 5 guys. I'm talking about T-Laws. T-Laws, G-Baby, let's be real. T-Law would struggle too.
Matt Stafford?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. T-Law been kind of suspect this year, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So has Matt Stafford.
Hey, you leave that motherfucker alone.
That Stafford is irrelevant. Bro. He got
bro. Hey, bro. Before he got injured,
hey, he's hurt. I mean, the Rams were so down bad they had to sign Carson Wentz. So, I mean, I don't know how that's going to work out. But
man got no running game, bro. What you want this man to do? He's going up against the Bengals, He's going up against the Bengals, the 49ers, the Steelers, the Cowboys. What you want him to do?
No running game, kind of like Josh Allen his whole life.
You can't give those pleas though, because if Mookie started doing that, talking about Justin Herbert, we will all kill him.
But the schedule is different. The man's going up against the Cowboys in elite defense, the Steelers in elite defense, the Eagles is still a good defense. Who else? The Bengals a good defense. The 49ers a good defense. What you want this brother to do?
By the way, I don't think there's any elite defenses this year in the NFL. But that's
what? Oh my God!
The Ravens defense is elite.
Yeah, like you ain't been watching Baltimore play. Like you ain't been watching Cleveland play. Come on, gang.
Maybe you guys are judging it relative to the NFL how it's moved, but I don't see any truly dominant defense.
Wait. OJ, let me ask you this quick. What do you consider is an elite defense in the NFL? I want to understand this because I don't think I think there are multiple defenses in the league right now that are really elite. But I want to hear what do you think is an elite defense, or what
I would say a defense that allows 17 or less points consistently every week.
What?
You said what?
What?
You said 17? That's OD. That's historic. That's actually historic.
That's getting to historic type. So the only defenses that are elite are historic defenses.
We've had defenses that allow like 12 or less, like with the Ravens and stuff like that.
For a whole year?
For a whole year?
And that's
historic. I didn't say a whole year. I said consistently. What do you guys consider elite?
OJ, there's a reason for that. That's why they're historic. Because that's something OD.
Okay, watch this. Watch this.
So the Ravens allow 13.8 points per game.
Damn, that's an ether.
So
Ravens.
All right, so what y'all saying now? So is the 17 really that crazy?
I still think it's crazy.
That's still OD.
Bro, come on, bro.
But you said there's no elite defenses in the league.
Everyone slow down. Everyone slow down for a second. I think the issue that I have with the whole 17 mark is the way the game is played now, even with passing being down. If you're averaging, like if you're giving up an average of 3 touchdowns a game, the way the NFL is currently being played right now,
that's good.
You're a pretty good defense. Like if you give up around 21 points a game, you're more often than not, you're going to be giving your team a chance to win the game at the end more often than not, unless you're like, so the moment you get anything past like under 21, you're getting to that elite territory. And if you're getting anything past like anything under 17, that's otherworldly right now. As easy as it is to score points the way all the rules are slanted to help the offense. Like, for you to say that there's no elite defenses when the Ravens have literally made everyone look foolish that they've run up against this year. Like
2022, the Cowboys was the 5th ranked.
Quick question: the Browns, whoever cited that stat, 13 points, is that their average for the whole year?
Yes.
That's
the Ravens are 13.8. Kansas City is 15.9.
Okay.
Cleveland is 17.4. San Francisco 17.5. Buffalo 17.8.
The Chiefs have an elite defense. Let's keep it.
So listen, this is the second time. This is the second time that I stand corrected, right? So 17 points is not a crazy thing. You guys listed like 4 teams out of.
There's only 5 teams.
But your point is
only
wrong,
2.
though,
but there's only so first
defense.
off. There's only 2 teams
and that's for right now. Throughout the whole season,
because before you guys said those stats, I did not believe there was a team that held. So now you guys new information. So I got to switch it up.
But even then, there's only 2 teams in the league right now that are holding teams under 17. There were 6 teams that are holding it under 18.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, they're
it's
still
close to the 17 mark. It's still so.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to bump it up a point and say 18,
but the thing is, but even then, I think our biggest issue is, even if you just look in general, screw how many points they allow and stuff like that. You just look in general. There's definitely elite defenses. The Baltimore Ravens defense is crazy. Cleveland's is crazy.
Yep.
Kansas City's is balling right now. Crazy.
The
Jets. I mean, the Jets. What's that stat? They made every quarterback look horrible.
Even Atlanta has a decent defense too, especially their secondary. Their secondary is very good.
So yeah,
the Giants.
There's no elite defenses in the league. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, OJ, you smoking?
Yeah, like.
Well, I don't even know how we got here.
The minute y'all brought up the stats, bro, I'm not gonna argue the stats, bro. Y'all got it, bro.
Look,
going back to the Cowboys,
I'm just saying, even if you wanted to say, oh, okay, cool.
To me, that's the biggest indicator is the game, your points per game.
Well,
for
cool.
me,
I'm not mad at that. My whole thing is like for you to say that, and I was like, even if we're not going off stats, all I know is this: the Ravens defense has consistently been great the entire year. They've played 2 teams from the NFC that were, these guys are slated as one of the like upper echelon teams in that conference. They embarrassed both of them.
Premier passing attack, especially the Lions, yeah.
And they got throttled. Like that was an accident.
I think coming to that game, the Lions offense was one of the probably one of the highest scoring offenses.
Top 5.
Like,
nah, but I was gonna say to go back to the Cowboys thing. We need to put some respect on CeeDee Lamb. No cap.
Well, the person who called him a zone receiver ain't here no more.
I mean, that was just that's
CeeDee Lamb a true number 1 receiver.
Yes.
I'm not there yet.
I know. Oh well.
What does he have to do?
Hey, just know there's gonna be.
Am I? Is Richard Sherman on our podcast right now? How is this the case? How is he not a true number 1?
You know what it is, man? It's like it's one of those things, bro. Like you guys are not gonna like this answer. If I gotta think about it, bro, it's just like Eli to me. Is Eli Hall of Famer? I gotta think about it. No, probably not.
Why do you have to think about it with CeeDee?
Okay, let me ask you this. Wait, come on. Do you think Amon-Ra St. Brown's a wide receiver 1?
Yeah, I think.
There's no way.
No, you top 5 in receiving, by the way.
Stop lying.
CeeDee Lamb's top 5 in receiving.
I think St. Brown is much better than CeeDee, bro.
Are you on drugs?
Dead ass.
There is
much better, bro.
There is nothing that Amon-Ra does on the field does better than CeeDee Lamb. There's nothing you're gonna talk about. Nothing.
He's
Production,
better to me.
Yak, hands, the versatility, deep threat.
You know what it is, bro? You know what it is with CeeDee, bro? It's not even a talent thing, bro. I just like week in and week out. He's not a guy that I think defenses are like, oh man, CeeDee Lamb.
You know what?
He's not that guy to me.
And you know what I think? Wait, Trent. You know what I think it is?
Wow,
it's that big blue star on the side of the helmet.
Because what has Amon-Ra?
If he was on another team,
bro, I'm not a Cowboys hater, bro. I'm not a Cowboys
he just
hater,
went for
bro.
200 yards, and we're having this conversation.
I'm not a
Talk about
Cowboys
Amon-Ra St. Brown, a dude who's not even a top 15 receiver. Better than CeeDee Lamb? Come on, bro.
Wait, so where do you have CeeDee ranked if you think Amon-Ra?
This is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous.
OJ, you telling me CeeDee Lamb not top 15 game?
Is he top 20?
What?
So when I say he's not a receiver one, you take that automatically to mean that he's not top 15?
No, I'm just asking where you have him. I just want to know where you have him.
I don't know where I have him, bro. I'd have to think about it. I'd have to list receivers.
But he's not top 10.
But most likely, bro, CeeDee's probably 9 through 13. Probably in that range.
And so you have him that
CeeDee
high.
or Mike
You don't
Evans?
think he's a wide
Does
receiver?
he have Amon-Ra as like a top 10 caliber wide receiver?
You're saying that high, bro? What was that?
CeeDee.
Yep. You have Amon-Ra as a top 10 caliber wide receiver?
He's probably in that same range. But me personally, if you're asking me to pick one, I'm going to get him over CeeDee.
He's not better than Smitty. He's not better than Smitty.
I think he's more dynamic than CeeDee.
What has Amon-Ra shown you to make it seem like he's better than CeeDee? There's literally nothing that he does better.
I think
Amon-Ra does not. The only thing he does better is block.
He has
I
500
think
yard
he's more
games.
dynamic than CeeDee Lamb, honestly.
He's more dynamic.
I think he's more dynamic. I think he's a better deep threat. I do. I really do.
Amon-Ra not even a deep threat.
Amon-Ra's not a deep threat.
And CeeDee,
Hey, Amon-Ra do be cooking though. He is always open.
is a deep threat to y'all.
G-Baby,
Hold on.
He is always open.
Hold on. Is CeeDee Lamb a deep threat to y'all?
Yes.
Yes.
Yo, OJ, bro. Yo,
OJ, where's Mike Evans'
page?
Yo.
What's that? I can't hear you. Who's on the bottom?
Tegan,
Mike
I can't
Evans.
hear you.
Tegan, I'm sorry. I can't hear
Your
you.
mic tripping. I think you might be on mute or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, CeeDee Lamb is just having 300-yard games in a row, and 2 of them was 150 over.
Hold on, I have a question for y'all though. Okay, prior to this season, did you guys think that CeeDee was a receiver one?
Yes.
I had
Because of the way he played last year. If there was any doubt, honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck. All them doubts about CeeDee Lamb being a number one should have went out the window the second they traded away Amari Cooper.
Yes.
Like, honestly, once they traded away Amari Cooper and we saw CeeDee Lamb, you getting all the attention and you still doing your thing, that should have went out the window. I don't understand why that's still a question mark.
Bro just went for almost 200 yards, bro. Nobody talking about it, bro. Because this was another specific receiver, bro. We be having the whole different guy.
Oh, yeah, if this was A.J. Brown, they'd be going crazy.
My phone would have been blown up.
You know what, man? I may have to revisit my take on CeeDee, man. It's how I feel, but it's one of those things, bro. Whenever there's a discussion, and it's like, and I'm not saying majority is always right, but when everyone is like, bro, man, I need to take lead because something must be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Well, OJ,
I'm humble enough to admit that.
Well, I have a question for you. Who do you like? What you said about like if you have to think about the player, like you don't really think who they got. Who else do you feel about that way? Because I haven't heard that in a minute though. Because it was funny that you brought it up. I haven't heard that in a minute. So who do you think about that? Like
from a receiver standpoint,
just from any play or receiver standpoint,
who has the it factor,
or just a player?
The it factor.
If we talk about it factor, you need to stop disrespecting Cooper Kupp.
I'll be honest with you, man. What's his name? Terry McLaurin, bro. Like,
oh my
Yo,
bro.
Because I knew that was the next name coming out his mouth too. That's hilarious.
Okay, hold on. Time out. Watch this. G baby, why? Why did you think that? Because hold on. Time out. Before you say that, G baby, if you thought that, then there must be some sliver of truth in your mind. That's why you laughing, bro.
No, it's not even that. But I know a lot of people do be talking about.
Bro,
we talk about Terry McLaurin like they be questioning who he is. Hold on.
It's more so like that. You guys don't feel like he disappears sometimes in some games. I need that consistent, like day in and day out. Like he's a dog, bro. And to me, I don't know that I quite see that.
That don't make sense. Go ahead.
I feel like that about DJ Moore. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel like that about DJ
Moore's all that.
Yeah, there's games where
he's begin with.
Yeah, you can say that about DJ because there's games that he go for like.
Terry McLaurin's always getting like 5 catches a game.
I was about to say,
that's why I say you kind of lose
a model of consistency, despite the fact that he has played in a dumpster fire.
The thing is, and his skill set is, and he has an elite skill set. It's not like one of these.
He's the Max Crosby of receivers. Like, despite the fact that everything around him seems to constantly be burning, he is consistently good at his job.
Hey, Trey, Max Crosby better than a lot of people that.
Yeah, this season, Terry McLaurin has had the most receptions he's had this season is 8, and the most targets he's had is 12.
Hey, Trey, but to go back to
what you said about the other person I feel that way about, Trent, starting to lately, man, is Trevor Lawrence. Lately, bro. Lately.
Trevor Lawrence is that he deserves it. I'm not gonna lie.
But again, Trevor Lawrence, bro, like I don't go ham on him because he's winning, bro. He's doing enough to win, and they're winning.
You know who we need to talk about
I
though?
can say.
Dub, you know who to talk about though? Because I know me and OJ was having this conversation earlier. We need to talk about CJ Stroud, bro.
Bro, these boys were saying CJ Stroud is top 10 already.
He is.
Why is he not top 10?
He is.
He is.
Here's my question, bro. If you guys are saying he's top 10, he's having a top 10 caliber season, cool. But right now, in general, he's a top 10 quarterback. I don't know that I could put him there yet after 9 games, bro.
You can't name 10 that I'd rather have.
Yeah,
this is why I'm putting him there, OJ. If I'm being honest, the quarterback play in general this year has been, I wouldn't say subpar.
No, it has. Say it. It has been.
It hasn't been subpar because that would be like saying all of them have been bad.
They've all been mid. I'm not gonna lie.
All of them haven't been bad, but it hasn't been great. Like if we're being honest, the most consistent quarterback playing this year has been Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
Like that's just what it is. And nobody's going to say he's out here lighting the world up right now, despite the fact that he's been playing really well. So with that being said, you have the combination of passing being down and guys just not putting up great numbers or having great performances. Then you also have to account for Tom Brady's not here. And some of these older guys that would take some of those like elder statesman spots of like, hey, he might not be the same guy he was 6 years ago, but he's still here and he's still kind of kicking around as the old man. Those guys are gone. So now there's a vacuum at the quarterback spot and you're trying to fill it in with like, well, hey, who do we put here?
Can I give y'all 10 names real quick? And we'll play that game?
No.
All right. So obviously, let's just get the obvious ones out of the way. Burrow, Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Lamar Jackson. Those 5.
Okay.
Any dispute for those 5s yet?
No
objection, sir.
Okay, so we got Herbert.
Okay.
Okay. This is where it gets interesting, bro, because I hate what I just said, but Trevor Lawrence.
Nope.
No.
I can't,
bro. Yeah, I think
OJ. Just
hold on a second, just to be clear. I'm not talking about this season. I'm talking about as a quarterback.
You know why I say that, OJ? You know why
Trevor Lawrence only has 1 year on CJ. It's not enough.
And in that 1 year, Dub, he only played a one good half of football.
Exactly.
And we're already in a half a season of football with CJ Stroud, and he's balling. So if CJ Stroud keeps this up, his full 1 season better than any year Trevor Lawrence.
And it doesn't make sense how Trevor Lawrence doesn't get penalized. He's supposed to have a better wide receiver next to him. He's not even playing at a high level.
Trevor's doing more with less.
The wide receiver's selling. The wide receiver's dropping. Calvin
Ridley. Hold up. Give me the rest of the list.
Calvin Ridley is a fraud. I'm glad I caught that one, man. I told y'all.
Okay.
Where am I at? I'm at so far. I'm at 6 or 7.
7, I think.
You're at 7.
Okay. Tua.
No.
No, I'm taking CJ Stroud, bro.
Tua.
I'm taking CJ.
Tua? Did you really say Tua?
Bro,
why was that the next name?
Tua that quickly, bro?
Tua has,
like I said, Tua's closer.
You want to talk about time? Tua only had a good, honestly, 16 games because he only played half the season last year, and then this year is what? 8 games right now? Like, he's 16 games is all we got with Tua to see how good he really is. No, you don't got no crazy sample size.
He can say it again.
Let's just look at this. You're saying that Stroud has he's been playing better than Tua this year.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
I actually do think so. Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah. Wait, Tegan, say what she was about to say. Say it again.
Oh no, I still think Tua is closer to Jimmy G than people realize. On that tier of game managers, he's like the upper echelon of game managers.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, not to get a sidetrack, but the big time throws he makes, Jimmy never made those throws, bro. Now, granted, Jimmy never had Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, no, that's why he's in the upper echelon. He can make those, but I mean, he's a game manager. When you play against an elite defense, we see what he is.
That's true.
I mean, isn't it more fair to say he plays to his competition rather than game manager? Because game manager, bro.
No,
I mean, that's kind of crazy.
Playing to your competition usually relates to playing down to your teammates. He's playing to the team that he's facing. He's playing. He's just struggling against good teams.
But hold up, Doug, because you just said right. You because I just heard you just said right now earlier today that if you playing against a really good defense, it's gonna be hard to perform at that. So why right now?
Because the man has he has Raheem, he has Tyreek Hill, he has Jalen Waddle, he has all these pieces, and
Mike McDaniel,
and Mike McDaniel, and he can't give me one game to be well against a good defense.
The only good game he played against a good defense was the Ravens game when Lamar and them laid an egg. That's the only one.
And that was you talking about last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna.
That was a phenomenal game, but he was laying the egg down. He was laying an egg that whole game until that fourth quarter. If we're gonna be honest,
if you throw Tua's timing off, he is a bad quarterback.
Oh, I've been preaching this since last year. When the anticipation, the first read not there, it looks shaky for bro because he's limited. That's just what it is.
And that's why Mike McDaniel's coach of the year, because he's able to make that work.
And he got no fucking arm, bro. Like, what we talking?
Bro, is it just me or even on a little slant? Every time Tua throws the ball, it looks like he's putting everything he got into it, bro.
No,
don't forget about that Eagles game when he threw that ball.
OJ, you know what it is? He's an inconsistent deep ball thrower. I've never seen it before in my life. They're like the Chargers game. There'll be times where he'll throw that shit on the run. Tyreek Hill is like a 50-yard bomb, it's a dot. And then he'll have that throw last week with Cedric Wilson when he threw a floater and Cedric Wilson was in the end zone. It was the worst pass ever.
I think Tua, I think I've noticed that too. Like Tua, like when he's in the pocket and fine and he's trying to throw a beamer, he can't do it. but when he be like improvising and going on the run or something, he'll hit that thing on the money. I don't know how that I don't understand that. How does that make sense?
I get it. I think part of it is it might be his height though, because when he's
I know
he doesn't have these.
I've watched his high school film. It's crazy that he was a mobile quarterback the way he plays now.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because so you guys say Tua.
Talk about
only other person I have,
bro,
is
1 yard, 4-yard run, and a 2-yard.
But you know
run.
why it's nasty? Because Jalen drove them down the field, bro. He was throwing dots left and right. That's so disgusting.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a why people being real disingenuous.
Yeah,
he's finishing the job.
Real disingenuous to the tush push at the end.
And that's why I brought up the fact that people are giving him praise, but people use that one playoff game with Josh Allen to be like, cool, it is solidified. We are never taking him down until he truly falls off. He is going to be solidified as a top 5 or top 10 guy because of that one performance. But the moment we bring up Jalen Hurts' performance in the Super Bowl, people are like, he only had one passing touchdown. And it was a 2-yard run. And
damn, I feel like that was a shot at me.
No, it's all these qualifiers. No, it's not.
I deserved it though.
It's not specifically at you because you're not the only one I've heard say that. I'm just saying people don't. It's not the same treatment for everybody.
They moved the goalposts.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it for one, do it for everybody, or just don't do it at all.
It's just not
hold them all accountable, or don't say nothing.
Trey, it's just not consistent logic. Just like
to be honest with you, Trey, you're right. But my biggest But so let's wrap up the whole CJ Stroud thing, bro. The only other person I have is Dak, bro. That's it. Because
why Dak?
I mean, I can see why you would say it, but
y'all gotta stop disrespecting him, bro. Y'all
he gets dragged.
I agree. I think he gets dragged a lot because of his. Let me say this real quick. I think he gets dragged a lot because, again, I think it's half what G Baby said is with the helmet, and they judge him because he plays bad, and it's also because last year, I think you look at how he played last year. He had his good games, but I think what people do is they outshine the bad games more than they do the good ones. And they put that on Dak and they criticize him for it. I think Dak is still a good quarterback. Where I have him outside the top 10 right now, but I've had him in the top 10 for the majority of the season, but he's been bottom of it. But I still think the problem is people look at him in the helmet and he is a Cowboys quarterback. And when he has one bad game, they automatically shatter him for it. And they overlook that over what he did. Because if you look at last week against Philadelphia, he honestly didn't play that bad.
He was the best quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. And the problem is I feel like people were saying, oh, because of one play at the end of the game where they didn't get the first down, they want to say, oh, Dak sold, but his team didn't do it the most. No, he still played a good game. I just think people over-criticize Dak way too much, and I hate it.
I just feel like especially because I have a bone to pick with G-Baby because he always kills Dak and he always shits on Dak, but he praises Jared Goff. I will never understand that. Especially, I will never understand that. I will never. It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
No, they won't. It will never make sense, G-Baby. Because you know it don't make sense, bro.
Oh, okay. I don't know where Jared Goff came into this.
No, I'm saying
when
no.
did you get a tattoo?
I got my popcorn ready for this.
I just usually wear sleeves.
Really?
I'm wearing no sleeves today, but yeah, I've been had this.
Oh, we showing off tats.
You got a tat. Don't look like you got tats.
Dang, Fluent.
Yeah.
Hey.
Damn, Fluent. Okay.
Roar.
How's a Bears fan end up
getting the Lions?
Yeah, you should have got a Bears tattoo.
It's a jungle. I got lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my!
Oh my!
Oh,
and,
that's fire.
And I got Mrs. Fluent, the queen of my jungle.
Let me see.
Oh, that's
I was gonna put it.
Oh,
that's really her.
Yeah.
That's dope.
W.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
How you feeling, Fluent? Long time no see, man.
Got my popcorn ready for some CJ Stroud business we need to discuss.
Oh, yeah,
he's a top 10 quarterback, right?
I hope she never loses.
Oh, he's top 10, right?
Yeah, he's top 10. He's in my top 10.
He's top 5, probably.
I can put him at 4.
No, he's got to be top 5. He's got to be top 5 because I wish Ben was here because Ben told me that Justin Herbert after half a season was top 5, and he's got better stats, more touchdowns, less interceptions, and he has less weapons because he doesn't have no Keenan Allen, no Mike Williams, no Hunter Henry, no Austin Eckler.
Man, where Mookie at?
Wait, come on. When did
Mookie Lamar?
They crowned him. They crowned him after season 1. So CJ Stroud's destroying what he did in season 1, and with less talent. Yeah,
I didn't get to say this earlier, but
he's destroying because he's winning games at least.
And he's got a better.
I mean, they're 500, but I guess they're 500. But I guess
Herbert was 2-6 after 8 games.
This is all the Bucks' fault, bro. Honestly, all of this crap is the Bucks' fault. It is what it is.
But I mean, I will say a 14-1 touchdown interception ratio is like too crazy to ignore.
14-1 is OD.
Like I don't care what type of Trent quarterback you win. 14-1 is crazy.
Wait. Trent is the TD to interception ratio merchant, bro. Why aren't you?
Yeah, facts. He is.
He's top 8.
That is true.
He got to be top 5. That's what Flo was saying. He got to be top 5.
I could put him at 4.
If you want to say he's playing like a top 5 quarterback, yeah, he is. But
Mahomes, Burrow, CJ.
If you want to say if he's
Lamar's balling, I'm this.
Yeah, I can't say over Lamar. But I'm saying if you want to say he's playing like a top 5 quarterback, yeah, that's fine.
That dude really threw for.
I just don't want him. I don't want him to have a Trevor Lawrence here where he plays only good for half a year. That's what it is. That's what it is. If he continues this though,
I had a nosebleed.
If he can, I'm telling you right
now we're waiting and seeing. I thought we're right away.
I mean, I
feel the same. Look, I feel the same way with Bijan. Like I think he's basically damn near top 5 back, but I want him to see him keep playing more. So if CJ Stroud continues this play how he is,
not with Arthur Smith.
But here's the thing, though.
I mean, right now I have him.
Arthur Smith's a terrorist, but I'm saying if CJ Stroud continues to play, hey, you might. There's gonna be conversations where
I didn't get to say this because I caught a nosebleed.
I'm not mad at Bijan. That's running backs, bro. You could kind of tell a little bit more, but with quarterbacks, that's why there's a thing as sophomore slump, bro. You don't see the slump so much with other positions, bro.
That's not true.
No, but real quick, I wanted to say this because I didn't get to because I was taking care of a nosebleed. Y'all think Trevor Lawrence has been playing bad this year?
No, nobody said
no. He's been playing.
That's why I'm asking because I just heard
he's playing solid.
He's doing his job.
Trevor Lawrence.
Look, he's doing what he needs to do to win the games, and I think
he's doing his job. He's nothing that wild.
Because I think.
Did Trevor Lawrence have a sophomore slump last year?
No.
The thing is,
it was from week. I mean, week 4 to week 10, he was in a slump. Yes.
Yeah, if you people really don't count. people really don't count his first year. So I guess last
Why
year.
not?
Yeah.
All right. Why not?
Even though I don't know
Bro,
that.
like, because Urban Meyer was out
Jalen
here
Hurts
blowing up
even
marriages and
counting
kicking
it,
kickers,
counting
but I
it,
think
though,
Jalen Hurts had a great second year, and if you want to just say 2021 was his first year,
Whoa.
well, I mean, we're talking about sophomore slump. Like,
what are you talking about?
He took an upgrade. It was an upgrade from like 2020.
It wasn't a great year though.
Okay, my bad.
I mean,
I
it was-
apologize. But if you want to say that
that happened
2020,
again,
if you want to say that 2021 was his first year because he only played 4 games in 2020,
He didn't have a sophomore slump, basically. He
yeah,
had a
Jalen Hurts
he
did
basically, no matter which way you slice and dice it, he did not have a sophomore slump.
Yes, no, Jalen Hurts did not have a sophomore slump. He got better each year. He just took an astronomical jump when he got AJ Brown. But he got better each year. But yeah, so that's fine. But no, I was just asking because I didn't get to hear everything. But because I feel like when it comes to Trevor Lawrence, I think last year, I think the first 3 weeks he was good. The week 4 to right before the Ravens game, he was just making stupid mistakes in the red zone. That was his big issue. Kept turning over the ball in the red zone, goal line situations. Then he played that Ravens game, and I think he turned up ever since. And then this year, other than the first 2 weeks when Calvin Ridley was dropping the ball up, down, left, right, and center, and they couldn't get their feet in bounds, I think he's been pretty solid.
Yeah,
I see Eagle Nation in the chat saying that CJ Stroud is also getting sacked a lot this year too, and he's still performing like this.
No,
Is
bro,
he?
he's already falling. And also, I told you about Tank Dell. He's him.
But I'm not gonna lie, this is CJ Stroud, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
CJ Stroud's the guy.
He's gonna be one of the.
I have CJ top 5.
And he needs to be an MVP talks. They keep winning.
Thank you. I was about to say that.
Yes.
Like, I think we've gone beyond the conversation of
if
offensive
they
rookie of the
push
year.
for-
We
if
got to
the Texans
start
push
talking about MVP.
If the Texans push for a wild card spot and they
That's
actually
crazy,
get one,
bro.
he needs to be an
All
MVP
because
candidate.
of Carlton Davis Jr., bro.
That's not true, bro. He's been playing good. Even
Bro,
before
he's
the-
he's throwing the ball at every level with precision and authority. He has 14 touchdowns and a pick. He single-handedly made Houston a conversation right now.
You know why
What he's
OJ
done-
on this? OJ specifically.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, look at what he's done. And G Baby said this. And I'm gonna repeat this again. When he went to Houston, people were looking at the helmet and they weren't thinking about what he was going to do. They thought it was going to be a bad year because of Houston. He's taking Houston to a completely like. Who thought at this point of the season Houston was going to be the
also,
I'm just saying, like, I didn't.
And I remember when we was doing the predictions for the Texans, I got jumped for saying I didn't think the Texans were going to be this bad. OJ, you said they might get 3 wins. Fluent said they might get like 4.
Yeah, but Trey, what did you say about Houston though?
They could still
did you
have.
say they were going to compete for the division?
Let's think about
Because if you said that at the time, that was wild.
But I'm saying, I'm saying is that how the team is going. I said Eagles Nation. I'm saying he needs to be in MVP considerations because of how the team is not. It's not that good. It's
let him have a winning record.
It's better than we thought, but
it's better than we thought.
It's still they still have an O-line issue.
But let him have a winning record.
If he's still playing great this whole stretch and they're winning games,
I mean, Texans are 4-4. So I mean,
the hell, why can he not be in consideration?
Bro, this man CJ Stroud.
If they make the playoffs and he keeps going on this historic rate, why would he not be an MVP?
Bro, this man CJ
They're just gonna give
Stroud.
him offensive rookie of the year and call it a day.
I mean, this is their next 4 games: Cincinnati, Arizona, Jacksonville, Denver, and then New York. That's their next 4.
Like Aaron Rodgers with the TD.
What you say, Fluent? What you say, Fluent?
I just said if he goes for 30 some odd touchdowns and 2-3 interceptions,
that's an MVP consideration.
And they've won. And they've won 9-10 games. He's going to be in that conversation. Like, just think about it. Forget the name, forget the team. Because it always goes to a quarterback 90% of the time. Quarterback with 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. His team has 10 wins. You're not talking about him as an MVP?
Not only that, Fluent, he may have an advantage because he's doing it as a rookie.
Thank you.
Not only as a rookie, but on an unexpected team. And 2, let's be honest, he does not have the weapons that these other guys have.
That's crazy, man. When was the last time a rookie won the MVP in their team? It's
okay,
Nico Parker.
Okay, but to your point, Fluent, and I don't necessarily disagree with the sentiment and the logic, because logically, yeah, he should get consideration. But in the history of the league, though, if you're not a 13-win team or top of your conference, you really not gonna get looked at like
Things-
that. That's
things
just
like
a matter
that.
of.
Hold on.
Wait, so
That's been the history of the MVP award. That's just how it works.
I mean, looking at the rest of their schedule, I don't see
NFL. Let's
why they couldn't do it.
If they gotta go, you telling me they gonna win? How many games they got left? They got 72.
They got 8 games.
I'm not saying.
So this is the rest of their schedule.
Wait, hold on, wait. Flo, what were you about to say?
All I want to say is this: the NFL gave a kicker the MVP, so
But that was in the
anything
80s,
is possible. It don't matter. Anything is possible. Anything is
Here's my
possible.
thing, though, G. What I'm trying to say is that, Jay, all I'm saying is that I'm not saying I say he needs to be considerations because who's gonna be all in the MVP race? We're gonna probably say Lamar, Mahomes, like basically the top 5 quarterbacks compared to CJ, who was a rookie.
Adrian Peterson won it, and they only won 10 games.
But see, that's different.
That's
different
rare.
because it was there.
He was right after. Was it not right after?
Yes. He tore his ACL.
Well, it's an exception, and this can be an exception. He's on the Houston. He's on the Houston Texans, a team that was actually a lot of people thought they were probably going to win 3 games the whole entire year. He's having a TD interception ratio this astronomical and 2,000 yards right now. So what? He'll finish around probably 4,000, 4,100.
He's on pace for
I think he's at 23. Yeah,
that's technically what he's
on pace. He's on pace. He's on pace for 48.
And the thing is, man.
So being on pace for 4,800, having a TD interception ratio like that, and let's say if your team wins even 9 or 10 games, bruh.
Generally speaking, there's a correlation with those gaudy numbers and winning. Generally speaking, if you're gonna put up those numbers, usually it's gonna come with winning. Every now and then you have a 2019 Deshaun Watson season where you win like 4 or 5 games with crazy numbers, but
I just think that he will kind of be the exception because, again, when is the last time we've seen a rookie quarterback do this on this type on caliber team and have the potential to win 10 games?
Has there ever been a rookie quarterback to have this type of touchdown interception ratio?
If he finishes like 30 and like 6, bro.
I'm just saying you gotta throw his name in that.
Mahomes won it his. Let's be real. Mahomes won it his first career start. In my head, that was his rookie year. In my head, but that was his first career start, and he won it like that.
Like hold up. This is the rest of the Texas schedule.
What?
Just go. I'm gonna go through.
Mahomes won his MVP in his first career. First career start.
Look up these 2 stats.
His first season started.
His first season started.
First season, not bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay.
So
but
that's basically his rookie year. I'm not even gonna lie.
But Dub, when he won it, what did he do, and what was their win-loss record?
Well, it's not just about the win. If they only won, if they won 11,
for the MVP,
if they won 11 games, he still would have won MVP.
I'm just saying, Dub.
They won 12 games.
Dub, what was their seed in the conference?
I believe they were first.
Okay, yeah. That's the thing. If you look at the history of the MVP award, you have to be a 1 at the least a 2 seed to win that award. It rarely happens where you're not a 1 or 2 seed in your conference and you don't get it. The whole reason
the Falcons the 1 seed?
No, I've looked it up on the show. It's history.
But I'm
they
saying
were the 2 seeds.
It's not even the record, bro.
So you're cooked, G baby.
What I'm trying to say, G baby,
we've looked it up on this record. We've looked it up on this show. We talked about it months ago. You look at the history of the MVP award. You look at who won the MVP. Then go look at what if they were a top seed in their conference, 1 or 2, NFC or AFC. That's 9 times out of 10 who the award went to. Of course, you have your anomalies like the Adrian Peterson. Of course, you have your other ones in history where it went to like running backs or whatever the case. But 9 times out of 10, you have to be a top seed in your conference.
But me and Trent said that this can be the exception. He's doing something.
I said yes because I don't think there's ever been a rookie quarterback to have a touchdown interception ratio like this. And I don't even think CJ Stroud got fumbles neither.
Because
I understand the sentiment.
Because the real quarterbacks that have real consideration to win MVP is like Lamar, Jalen, Mahomes, and maybe Jared Goff. They went out, so it's just all that really depends on how this rest of the season goes. That's why I said we're gonna have to see.
And that's why I said the sentiment.
To be clear, Mahomes' first season when he won the MVP, he had 380 he went 383 for 580 passing attempts. He was 66% completion. He threw for 5,000 yards and had 50 touchdowns that season. So
he would have won MVP if he had won 10 games. I'm not even gonna lie.
Other than Adrian Peterson, the last quarterback to win who didn't win their division, Peyton Manning in 2008.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because he
won the division in Baltimore.
Hey,
no,
look
Pittsburgh.
No, Pittsburgh won it. I think it's
Wait,
no.
I'm tripping. Pittsburgh's not in their division, bro. I'm bugging.
No, they are in the division. No, wait, no,
no, they're not. No, they're not.
No, they're not. I'm thinking of something different. My bad.
And let's be real. In 09, the only reason Peyton Manning won that MVP in 09 is because he won one more.
Who won that division that year, Flo? Was it
08?
In 08?
In 08, it was the Titans. Yeah,
Titans. Who was that when they had Chris Johnson?
Titans were 13-3. Colts were 12-4.
Yeah, I think that's the year. I think it was Vince. Wasn't that Vince Young breakout year?
Yes.
Oh, might have been Vince Young.
Might have been.
That makes sense.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, Texans were 8.
I don't know. The Steelers did win. The Steelers won the Super Bowl that
CJ
year.
Stroud, yeah, that man is top 8 for sure. And Tank Dell, that is a top 20 receiver.
No. Vince Young didn't break out that year. It was Kerry Collins. It was with Chris Johnson there.
Ugh, Kerry Collins.
Kerry Collins.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Proves you don't need a great quarterback to win.
Yeah, you need a great running back.
Jimmy G's been in the league this long.
Kobe.
So yeah, I mean, the whole point of the argument though is like, if the dude is sitting here doing something like this, bro, and what's the schedule? What's the schedule that they got, Grant? What's the rest?
Okay, so this is the rest of the schedule. So they got Bengals, Cardinals,
lose, win,
Jaguars.
They may win that one because it's at home.
Yeah, I think it's a split though.
That's a divisional game.
Yeah, it's a divisional game. I don't think
they smack them though.
Yeah, and I don't think they're gonna smack them twice. I think they're gonna lose.
I don't think they're gonna
I
beat
think
the
Broncos. You said
Okay,
Broncos. I'll give the Broncos.
I'll give them that.
Jets.
I'll give them the Jets.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a close game though.
If their defense takes the night off,
Zach Wilson play.
That's gonna be an ugly game.
Very bad game.
All right, and then they got Titans.
win.
Titans.
The way y'all was talking about Will Levis, hey, who knows? Who knows?
Keep in mind, the Jets and the Titans game are both away games. Just FYI.
I was about to say, wait, G baby, before you go there, make sure you say they, not y'all. They.
Shout out to Will Levis, man.
Okay. In the last 3 games, Cleveland at home.
I think they're gonna be Cleveland.
That's gonna be an ugly game for them because
they got Tennessee
against Miles Garrett.
That game right there could be a CJ Stroud MVP game. Especially
My issue with all these games, before we should go through them again quickly, but my issue with all these games is they got defenses.
Yeah,
right?
like Miles Garrett and the boys.
I was about to say Miles Garrett.
They give up sacks, and they're going to go up against the Jets. They're going to go up against the Browns. Like, those aren't defenses you want to see if you give up sacks.
That's true. That is true.
I agree.
Nah, he ain't winning MVP. Fuck.
No.
Last 2 games, Titans at home, Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. So,
yeah, he about to get destroyed in the second half of the season.
I think they could get 5 wins, which would give him 9. I don't think it's enough. I think he needs double-digit wins.
Well, if he gets 9 and performs well against that defense,
they're making a playoff though if they win 9 games.
If he's performing well and they only win 9 games, and he's performing well against those defenses, why not?
Guys, just so you guys know.
But I think the Jets and Browns defense are going to be them bad games for CJ.
Yeah,
every other game he's going to be fine.
I just want to say this real quick, bro.
He might have his first double pick game.
This week was his absolute best week. I don't see him duplicating that because I don't know that he plays a defense with a secondary as bad as the Bucs secondary. And Bucs probably have one of the worst.
Like if he could get 9 wins,
so keep that in mind.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, like, if he could get 9 wins, because keep in mind, what the Houston Texans, they were 3-13 and 1 last year, if I'm right. Like, if he could get them like a 10 or 9 win season, that's like an impressive start to a turnaround.
He was doing the Pittsburgh Steelers defense in 2 though, so in my head I'm like,
yeah. So I'm saying, like, if he could get at least 10 wins out of this season, you're gonna have to throw his hat in the ring. I'm just saying, like. He's playing at an elite level, and
there's a lot of things that you guys are forgetting. There's a lot of things you're forgetting. Why did Hurts and Burrow start going off or Lamar start having crazy games as well? We're assuming he's gonna keep playing at this level and win 10 games, and then what? Hurts is gonna fall off, and Herbert and Lamar. Bro, all things held even, those guys could pop off as well. And we know for a fact those 3 guys that I named, their teams is gonna have more wins.
No, I agree.
But OJ, what you just said Right. But that's what we're saying is if he continues to play this way, if the team continues to win, of course those things have to happen. If he doesn't, then there's no conversation.
Because if it's close, 10 wins is not gonna cut it. Because the teams I named, they're probably gonna get 13 wins.
But let me ask you this.
And then they're getting Deshaun Watson late in the season too.
With the exception of Joe Burrow, and Jalen Hurts, if it's between him and Lamar, do they go to him because Lamar already has one?
No, they don't do that in the NFL. They gave Peyton Manning 5 of them. They gave Peyton Manning 5 of them.
But he will have an advantage in the impressive factor. I think in the back of their mind, as a rookie with Houston, that's impressive.
If that ever happened,
that will play a role.
If that will ever happen, they will give it to CJ. It'll be the Lamar Jackson argument. Literally. It will literally be the Lamar Jackson argument. He's bugging. Not only that, with the less
that the Ravens
instead of Lamar, it would literally be the Lamar. They will give it to CJ. I think that if that ever happened in the alternate universe, I think that's going to CJ.
I don't think they would, because even let's just say CJ Stroud gets the 10. Perfect scenario. He gets the 10, right? Mm-hmm. Lamar Jackson, they have 2 losses a year?
Yep.
If that?
Yeah.
Most likely Lamar Jackson would be the 1 seed. Which means they would have to go 14-3, 13-4.
To be honest with you, I don't see
I don't see how they don't
more
give
than 2 games.
I don't see how they don't give Lamar Jackson
more than you said. More than 2.
I don't see the Ravens losing more than 2 games, so they have 2 games losses.
More? You say more? Will they finish with 4 losses?
Yes.
And the 2 losses, honestly, the 2 losses might just come from their division. Like, just because of how tough it is. Because I'm looking, they play the Bengals, they play the Browns on Sunday. Then they play the Bengals on Thursday. Those are 2 teams that are going to play them tough back.
But the Ravens are going to be favored in every single game this year, unless they play the Eagles, bro. Unless
I hear you, but I'm looking. I'm not gonna lie.
They should be favored, bro, in every single game this year, apart from.
I'm not gonna hold you.
And I don't think they play the Eagles this year.
No, I'm not gonna hold you though. They do kind of go through the gauntlet to end the season. So they literally this is who they have to play.
Oh my God! I just saw the schedule.
The Bengals, then they play the Chargers, the Rams, then they play the Jags, the Niners, the Dolphins, and then they end with the Steelers.
That's
technically a gauntlet they got to go through. If they go through that gauntlet and finishing 13-4, Lamar Jackson is unanimous MVP. That's a 2-time.
Thank you.
That's a 2-time.
It's gonna be hard to not have him as the MVP.
Yeah, but all those teams you named, G baby, the vast majority of them, I like Lamar over their opposing quarterback, and I like their defense over the opposing quarterback.
Yes, but it's still tough schedules.
Okay,
like it's still a tough schedule.
I was about to say, I hear what you're saying, OJ, but the division games, specifically in that division, you got to throw out the record, all that shit, because it's always been like that. Before Lamar, before Joe Burrow, that defense, back when it was the black and blue division, it was just, they beat each other up. That's just what it is. And then once you talk about the Dolphins possibly actually being able to make some kind of late season push, now that you get Devon Achane back in that offense and you're actually able to be dynamic running the ball again, so you don't necessarily have to rely so much on the Tua and Tyreek show, that could be a problem.
I suppose, but I don't think Lamar's even lost more than 3 games ever in his career in the division, has he? I mean, I doubt he's lost more than 3 division games in any season.
Because the last 2 years, he's been hurt to end the year, so he hasn't played all the division games.
Yeah, so he hasn't. Yeah, but
Hey guys, let me transition after Trey goes this. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I think the MVP talk for CJ is probably a little too much, just because I don't know how sustainable him playing that well against that gauntlet on the back half is for him. But what I will say is, clear-cut offensive rookie of the year. If you wanted to go as far as say, hey, on top of him being offensive rookie of the year, if he comes out here and throws 36 and 3, hey, throw him offensive player of the year too. Go ahead
I think that's Tyreek Hill's award. But I
know.
But I get your point. I get your point.
If you wanted to do a little something extra, then do that. But the MVP,
I get your point.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
So, fellas, I want to transition. I want to talk about this Vikings and Falcons game. And I want to talk about the phenomenal job and this coach needs to get credit. The phenomenal job in which Kevin O'Connell did in directing Joshua Dobbs and handling that offense and picking up a guy that doesn't know anybody on that offense and was literally in his ear the whole entire game, directing him the whole game on how to run this offense. They're on a 4-game winning streak right now with injuries that they're going through right now.
Injuries galore. Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell deserves so much respect right now for what he was able to do. And shout out to Joshua Dobbs too, bro.
Shout out to him being able to process all of that information.
Yes.
I mean, that's an aerospace engineer we're talking about. He better be able to process that info.
Hey, that aerospace engineering degree came in handy.
Facts. And the last thing I'll say before y'all talk about the game, when are they going to fire Arthur Smith, bro?
I want Trent to turn his camera on because Mr. Trenton is the same one who didn't want to believe me and Trey when we told him, hey, Desmond Ritter's not that good. Hold up. We said Desmond Ridder wasn't the guy. But we also said the bigger issue was Arthur Smith, and I told you this game was going to determine it. New quarterback, doesn't matter. What are they doing? Jet sweep for Jonnu Smith with Kyle Pitts blocking on the outside. Jonnu Smith getting goal line carries and Bijan not, gang. That's the Arthur Smith issue.
This is why everybody gets so tired of you because you always drag and take it so left. I said Arthur Smith is a big problem. And I also said that QB room is hot dog water.
No,
you was hyping up. Hold up.
No,
you was hyping up. What? What you mean? You
said Arthur Smith was not the biggest issue. That's what we were debating.
I said it was 50-50. It's 50-50.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said it was 50-50.
He said it was 50-50.
I promise you, I'm gonna find this text message when you said it was 60-40.
You can go back. You can go back to all my show. You can go back to all my show when we first talked about it. I literally said it's 50-50. Arthur Smith is a terrorist, and y'all have bums at quarterback. That's just what it is.
Okay, but Trent, this is the only thing I'm gonna push back on you. And I said this yesterday on your show. By the way, like and subscribe. Anyway, I said this on your show yesterday.
Brother.
I said this on your show. Yeah, the quarterback room is terrible. But you want to know why I'm still putting that on Arthur Smith? Because the one who went into the offseason and went up to the GM and banged the table for Desmond Ridder, you know who that was? That was Arthur Smith. Like, you want to know who was like, hey, you know what would be a good idea after shipping out Marcus Mariota and saying Desmond Ridder is going to be our guy? Hey, for the backup, you know who I want? Taylor Heineke. Again, that is you, sir. It starts and ends with you. Even today, when he was talking about how Bijan Robinson's effect away from the ball is something that's valuable.
Bro talking about like he an off-ball shooter.
Yeah, like you talking about him like he Klay Thompson in the corner. Nah, family, you gotta go.
Pick him up, scrub his collar, and throw him out the door. I don't care.
Hey, by the way, I just found a screenshot of Trent saying, "Oh, it's Desmond Ridder, not the problem," but people want to blame Arthur Smith. I'm sick of it. I just found it. So, keep going, though. I just wanted to point that out.
You said what?
Keep going, though.
Repeat what I said.
Expose.
Oh, you want me to read it word for word, bar for
No,
word?
I'm trying to say repeat what I said.
Becoming my whole fuck.
Got you. Yeah, I'm done. This is on Arthur Smith, though. This N-word sucks. N-word.
Oh,
want to
but
blame
okay.
Arthur Smith and S.
Yeah, I give Arthur Smith the Jerry Jones treatment.
Baby with
But
that.
that was in the
Baby a bad bitch. I mean, he a
that was in
baddie.
the moment
Hey,
when I said when it had no, because that was the Commanders game when that game completely wasn't on Arthur Smith because they had 3 times they got the ball back 3 times in a row and 2 chances he threw a pick, threw a Stevie, and then it was a 3-and-out. Yeah, Desmond Ridder is terrible. But I say it's still 50-50 though.
Okay,
He the quarterback, and Arthur Smith sucks.
But
That's what it is.
But again, the person who picked Desmond Ridder was Arthur Smith. Like, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
That's still don't negate the fact that Desmond Ridder is hot ass.
Desmond Ridder is hot ass. But guess what? Arthur Smith chose to have hot ass as his quarterback.
Actually, Trey, I'm sorry. I need to put a pause on what you're saying because I remember in the Discord voice chat when me and Trey were trying to tell you about Arthur Smith, because Goated JJ was there too. we was trying to tell you about Arthur Smith's simple schemes and how he's not
Trade
like
card.
all this stuff. Like Kyle Pitts is getting open in spite of all that. And you were like, oh well, hey, you the quarterback, you're supposed
defend
to
yourself.
Ball.
Trent,
you was taking for all
right now.
No, bro, I'm not. Like,
what are you? Wait, what the hell are you talking about now,
bro?
What are you talking about?
Where did I? We was talking in the VC when me and Trey was trying to explain how Arthur Smith is the bigger issue, even though
because there was multiple times where there was multiple times I said Kyle Pitts was wide open and Desmond Ritter would see him and he'd throw the ball. That's why I said it's on Desmond Ritter too, because he sucks.
But Kyle Pitts can get open regardless because Kyle Pitts is. I mean, we all said it. A generational
talent. You the ball either. That should look bad. That's the point.
Yeah, because Desmond. Because look. And
they're both terrorists.
No. Yeah, hey, you're right. But why we was arguing who was it more on? That's why I don't believe you said 50-50 because I remember this point that I'm about to repeat. I'm about to repeat this point that we said that what's it called? That which is why I don't think you said 50-50. Me and Trey were talking how we felt like Arthur Smith looked at Desmond Ritter as I don't trust you to read the full defense. So I'm going to call plays that are one read, and if it's not there, you hit your check down or you take off. That's what we felt Desmond Ritter is. We felt Arthur Smith probably was looking at him like, I don't trust you to read this full offense. So when you have a quarterback like that, and you have these type of playmakers, you need to call plays to where the first read and the first thing you should be looking at are your playmakers, a la Kyle Pitts.
Y'all was talking about to JJ more than me. I was specifically talking about just on the coach, on how both of these dudes are terrorists. That's why I said it's 50-50. You fire Arthur Smith, you get a new quarterback. Because you try to bring up Taylor Heineke, he's a bum, G baby. Just say face it. He's a bum. He's a bum. They're both bums. They're both bums.
He's better than Desmond Ritter. He's better than Desmond Ritter.
But that's not. They're both bums.
This was probably their best offensive game.
Are you guys having mid off? What's going on? Like, move on.
I just want to. Let's go back. Let's go back to firing Arthur Smith.
Yeah,
because there's no excuse. Because there's no excuse for that.
Well, I was about to say I need to go back to that because what this man has done has been practicing malpractice. Mm-hmm. Like I have never seen an offensive-minded head coach get this kind of embarrassment of riches when it comes to the skill position play. And on top of that, we're acting like he's just got these skill position guys. Their offensive line is actually pretty good too. They're literally a quarterback away. He chose to keep the organization a quarterback away. And then to compound that, you walk out there with a subpar quarterback and an embarrassment of riches at the skill position, and you find every excuse to not get them the ball. You're getting screens and jet sweeps to Jonnu Smith when you drafted Kyle Pitts and he's 6'6" and runs 4.4. You are finding ways.
Jonnu not trash though.
He's not trash. I am not trying to down.
I mean weapons.
Jonnu Smith is doing what he is supposed to do. Shout out to that man. But what I'm saying is, if you're the coach and you have Drake London, who you drafted as a top 10 player, and you have Kyle Pitts, who you drafted as a top 5 player, and you have Bijan Robinson, who you drafted as a top 10 player, why on God's green earth, as an offensive coach, are you spending all of your time trying to get the ball to Mac Hollins, Jonnu Smith, and Tyler Algier? Why? If that was the case, then you should have never taken those 3. You're wasting time. You are wasting your time. You're wasting their time. And more importantly, you are wasting the owner's time. So, yeah, you got to go, bud.
I'm surprised he's still there, not going to lie.
Like, I don't know what else to say. He got to go at this point.
Nobody got anything else to say?
I think he summarized it pretty well. I think he had to go for a while. I just think the problem is he's just been wasting the time, and I think they've been prolonging it because they did. I don't know why, but I think at this point it's kind of, if you keep him there any longer, I just feel like it makes the situation worse. And I think he should have been gone a long time ago, but after last week, yeah, he gotta go, man. Like if he keeps staying there, it's just gonna be a more downward spiral for him and for that team, and it's just gonna make it harder for them to be able to pick any pieces back up. So
I hope y'all know Jonnu Smith is second on that team in receiving. I hope y'all know.
That's insane.
Exactly.
Okay, let me add a little. Let me ask a question. When the season started, and you saw this team, how many wins did you think they were going to get? And I'll remind you, all of you said 5.
Oh, not me.
All of you.
To be clear, I wasn't here, but I had.
You weren't here.
The vast majority of us said that the Saints should run away with the division, and the rest.
And I said the Panthers.
To be clear, I said I thought they would have max 6 wins, minimum.
Fine, max 6.
4.
No problem. You all said they were going to be at the bottom of their division. They'd win 4 to 6 games. So I'll give it because you weren't here. They're 4-5. So calling for, and I get it. It's how he got to 4-5. That's why you're all calling for Arthur Smith's head. But if you didn't think this team was going to win more than 4 or 5 games, and they win 5-6 games, he's not going to get fired.
Well, did you want to say this? You want to know what it is? You want to know? No. You want to know why a lot of people did not believe in them winning games?
Oh, I know, because of him. I get that.
That's why we feel he should get fired.
Exactly. Because the team should be much better than what it is and what it's been showing you. Losing to the Vikings, even losing to the Titans last week. These are inexcusable losses. I can accept the fact he loses to the Giants. I mean, not Giants, to the Lions. I can accept the fact he loses to the Jaguars. But, bro, those 2 games right there, and Commanders, their offense is pretty good, so I'm not going to trip too much off of it. But these 2 losses in the fashion in which you lost it, nah, buddy, you got to go. That's bad.
This is what I'm trying to say. The reason why I said, like, G-Baby always brings up me picking the Panthers to win the division, but the reason why I picked the Panthers is because I said, despite the brand name recognition, everybody in that division, to me, when I add up the sum of your parts, all of y'all are painfully mid. Like, and one of the main reasons why I had no faith in the Falcons is, yes, you have a great offensive line, you have an improved defense that you just added Jesse Bates and Calais Campbell and all these other guys. But at the end of the day, you don't have a quarterback, and you have a coach who seems dedicated to not getting his playmakers the ball. So that right there is going to cap you. Like, I don't know. At this point, I don't know what else to do with them, because realistically speaking, even if Desmond Ridder isn't good, if Arthur Smith just decided, you know what, I'm going to make sure I basically spam every play that features Bijan, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London, they're probably what?
They should win 11 games.
Yeah, hear me out for a second. I don't believe you. All of you to say that the only reason you thought they were going to win 4 or 5 games was Arthur Smith. I don't believe.
I mean, the quarterback
I don't believe him either.
Because I don't remember any of you saying they're only going to win 5 games and it's going to be because of Arthur Smith. Not one of you said.
I just thought they were a bad team.
I've been preaching Arthur Smith for.
You might have said he's not a great coach. Whatever. I don't believe any of you said. So, but hear me out. So again, I'm just playing devil's advocate. They got Arizona this week. Now I get it that they lost to Minnesota, but they have a legit chance of beating Arizona. Yeah, we all agree on that. He could go into the bye. They could go into the bye at 5-5. And let me just tell you, they've got the Saints, the Jets, which are hard games for them. Then they've got the Bucks, the Panthers, the Colts, and the Bears before they get the Saints.
All very winnable.
All very winnable games.
The Bucks already.
That could go into the bye.
Shouldn't have. Well, that's why I don't think.
This team is a team that could go into the bye at 5-5. Maybe figure out what to do with that damn offense. I don't disagree. I agree with all of you on that.
Win 2 out of those 4,
and then win kind of 3 more games. Like, this could be an 8 or 9 win team. And this is why I'm just saying I don't think they fire him, because they didn't expect this to be an 8 or 9 win team when they started the season. And no matter what he's doing, or you disagree, and we all disagree with how he's running the offense, he's got an 8 or 9 win team. Very rarely does a team with that low expectations win 8 or 9 games and then the coach gets fired. That's all I'm saying.
Actually, so Fluent, I'm going to push back on that for you.
I agree with you on. All right, let's go.
Man, Jerry Krause fired the coach and he was in the Eastern Conference Final. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, facts.
Well,
but
that's
Fluent, I'm gonna push back for these two reasons. One, they were 7-10 last year, so at the very least, they should expect to be at the same place, if not better. And they improved their defense tremendously. They drafted a generational talent in Bijan Robinson. I assume they did that with the mentality, hey, we're gonna compete for this division, right? So 8-9 compared to 7-10 last year. They're in the same range. I think they, at the very least, expected that. However, my problem is, to Trey's point earlier, instead of spamming the playbook for all your playmakers like Drake London and Kyle Pitts, Kadero Hodge is leading the team in receiving for a game. Who is that? I've seen Van Jefferson get more targets than Kyle Pitts in a game.
Let me add another piece. This is something I know happens because you know why I know, and Trey, you probably know this a little bit too. And Trent, if your camera was on, I know that you know this too. There are times when owners and general managers and coaches have conversations during the season, before the season, of what they're looking for this year. And I know this is going to surprise a lot of people. It isn't always wins. So if they said, hey, let's see what we got. We know Bijan's going to be Bijan. We know these. Let's see. And we have a rookie quarterback. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we can develop. And then our real goal is to be a playoff contender the year after. I'm telling you, this team winning 8 or 9 games, and now they can go, okay, hey, we got Craig Hodge. We didn't know he was going to be that good. Now you add in how this is my plan, what I'm going to do with this offense to get these other guys the ball more, your generational talent the ball more. I'm telling you, owners and GMs fall for that stuff, or they have that conversation. Trust me, I know of conversations, right, where it's like, hey, we don't expect to win any games this year. And they didn't because they were looking to do something down the road. It happens.
And
That's what I'm saying.
Fluent, and the last thing we can say on this, Fluent, I agree with you 1,000%. I don't doubt in their mind that could be the case here. But if you really wanted to see what you got, I'm sorry, you really wanted to see Kadero Hodge? Like, that's who you wanted to see? You don't want to see Kyle Pitts, who ain't been getting the ball?
If you know you got Kyle Pitts, right, and you know you got Drake, like, it's just like.
But also too, I think they signed Taylor Heineke. I think Taylor Heineke got signed because, hey, Desmond Ridder don't cut it. Hey, I saw you in Washington get Terry McLaurin the ball. But now we see, hey, Arthur Smith, you clearly know. Kyle Pitts clearly said something to him in a training camp that we won't be able to see on Hard Knocks. Kyle Pitts clearly did something to that man because he ain't been getting the ball. Maybe he did something when he got hurt that Arthur Smith didn't like, because there's no way, bro. Like, there's just no way you having Kyle Pitts block for Jonnu Smith on a jet sweep.
Like, let's be clear. Let's be clear.
Kyle Pitts don't even block like that.
Let's be clear. I agree with you guys. I said, let me just be devil's advocate.
Yeah, like
that's my job.
You weren't doing it, so someone had to take over.
You trying to cook them, but it's cool. It's cool. We don't have to talk too much about that. What we also could talk about, Will Levis, though. Are you guys buying into the hype train of Will Levis and his revenge story? Why are you guys not doing it, though? I don't understand why not.
Okay,
I'll go this far. I'll go this far. Any quarterback that comes in after Ryan Tannehill is going to look good.
Hey, yeah, Mike Vrabel might be a QB whisperer too.
And some of them were deep bombs. I gotta give him credit, but I don't know about buying it, man. I'm giving him credit.
Bro, hey, did Mike Vrabel not give Ryan Tannehill his best season?
Bro, it's not on the bro.
Y'all always call Mike Vrabel a good coach.
The way how Will Levis is playing these past 2 games, what's the problem buying the stock on him?
All right, this is.
Aren't you the same one? Go ahead, Trey.
Yes, you have to see more, but why would you not? We're seeing.
So if you need to see more, in order to see more,
but it's not
You're buying a stock that's cheap, G baby. The stock is cheap right now. It's a penny stock.
And when CJ Stroud first started bugging out, of course we had to see more, but people bought the stock.
I can see you don't work in the stock.
This is the issue. This is the issue that I have with that logic, and this is why.
It's actually pretty good to make money.
This is why I'm not buying into Will Levis, even though I might be buying CJ Stroud. I watched CJ Stroud in his college career.
Oh my god!
No, you can sit there and roll your eyes all you want.
They in the league,
Trent, shut up for a second and let me finish.
I mean, he did say Desmond Ridder can be top 20, Trey, so go ahead, continue.
That's not crazy with the weapons that they had. That's not crazy at all. Predicting the beginning of the season. Stop being a bot.
Anyway, My point is this: the CJ Stroud that I saw in college and the CJ Stroud that I am seeing now are two completely different players. The only game that CJ Stroud had where he looked like the CJ Stroud that's currently playing in the NFL was the Georgia game.
I got him. You know why I don't want to hear this from you, Trey?
Oh, wait.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I got you.
The reason why I'm still not buying into Will Levis is because the same Will Levis that I've seen from these two games, he still looks like the same Will
Levis you saw from Kentucky. Yeah,
guy who will go out there and he'll have that 3 touchdown game where he's throwing the long ball and it's like, oh, this looks great. And then he has the game against the Steelers where he looks okay. He's moving, and then boom, he does.
You know why I don't?
I gotta give him more time.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. You know why I don't want to hear that from you? Because you're an AR-15 guy, Trey. Woo! You're an AR-15 guy. I don't want to hear you talking about. I don't want to hear you talking about that because AR-15 in college wasn't crazy in college. He wasn't. And he looks totally different when he was not in the league. And you bought it. And you bought hold on. And you bought his stock after the first game. Will Levis had one of the best rookie debuts ever.
You think Trent had that in the chamber, bro.
I don't want to hear. He had one of the. Hold on, Trey. Yeah. He had one of the best rookie seasons ever. That game alone clears any game AR-15 ever had his first this year before he got hurt. Clears any game. And you bought the stock after one game when he was bugging out the first game. So now we can't buy him for Will Levis. And then you bring up Kentucky when he was whacking Kentucky. He never looked like that. Never. There
were a few games where he looked like that.
Hold on, bro. Stop it. Hold on.
I think it was
looked like that.
And then I think come in there.
Bro, he had one game against Tennessee, but then outside of that, I think he didn't play that great. But
then his second game, he just balled out. So yeah, if somebody wanted to buy, especially you, Trey, you bought the stock after AR-15 after one game this year.
What are you talking about? Me buying it after one game? One, if you're saying that AR looks the exact same that he did in college when he was once he got to the league, one, you're wrong.
No, I'm not saying that, Trey. I'm not saying that.
What I'm trying to tell you is Will Levis looks exactly the same. This is what he is.
Why are you lying?
I'm not lying. I'm literally telling you.
Trey, Will Levis was hot doo-doo in college. He does not look like that in the league.
He wasn't horrible. I mean, he was all right for
no, he was not good at all.
He was not.
There's a reason why. Grant, there's a reason why he got mad. Hey, come into the stock. I'm gonna come into the draft. Not because he had mayo in his coffee. He was whack. He was whack.
The mayo and the coffee did help, though.
Okay,
I think it did too.
Whack, bro. I don't want to. Come on, bro. That's crazy.
That man Will Levis on his revenge.
Well, my thing is Will Levis in Kentucky. There's games that I've seen from him. Yes, I agree. I don't think he was horrible. I think he was just mid. Because there are games that I've seen with Will Levis where he played games, but there are other games. Yeah, he was bad.
You say this like this man isn't a divisional opponent. Like I didn't watch this man.
This is revisionist history, though, bro.
I keep forgetting you work for Florida.
Trey, you was on his platform 24/7 saying he was a bum. We all did.
No, that's not what I said. The only issue that don't do that. Because this is what I said.
You're big as shit, yo.
No. You can run it. The reason why I said I was going to take AR and any of the other dudes over Will Levis is because Will Levis, despite the fact that he is physically talented, he had the same deficiencies as freaking AR, but he's a 3-year starter as opposed to AR having 1 year as a full starter his entire college career.
This is the issue, though. It's dumb to bring up college when they're in the league now. It's
Trent,
stupid.
Trent, I'm trying to show a level of progression. What I'm trying to get you to understand is I have not seen a different Will Levis.
He still thinks Will Levis is that trash quarterback in college.
I don't think he's trash. What I think he is inconsistent.
Trey, If that's the case,
I mean, it's been like 2 games, so I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying.
And
that's the way.
I mean, our
then we shouldn't have been hyping on AR-15 heavy then.
I mean, I kind of feel like we were having this.
No, that's not true. No, that's not true.
That's not true.
I mean, I feel like we were kind of having the same expectations with AR-15.
Stop trying to bring AR into this, because the reason why AR got brought into this is because G Baby was dragging it, trying to basically.
You know why AR got brought to this? I said no after 2 games, but when after AR was bugging out for 2 games, we was hyping him up.
As a matter of fact, y'all was hyping him up because y'all wanted to come at me because he did it against the Jets.
And I like AR-15 because you get the respect when you're bugging out. Now we all said we need to see more, but don't do it for the other guy and then do it for the other. That don't make sense, Trey.
Okay, wait, hold up, because this is the thing. You talking about us bugging out about AR. The only thing that we were saying is that he looks pro ready, because G Baby was like, I don't know, he doesn't look pro ready. Y'all were calling Will Levis John Elway. There's a difference.
I didn't. No, okay. I didn't. No,
John Elway is crazy.
J-Rob called it the next John Elway. J-Rob, hold on. This is what I be saying though. Yes. J-Rob and them OD, but this is what I be saying though. Trey, you're chatting because in his first game, Will Levis looks pro ready. His 2 games, he looks pro ready.
He might be a D-Hop merchant though.
I don't want to hear that, bro.
Oh, D-Hop only had 4 catches that last game.
I don't, bro. But
for 3 touchdowns and like 150 yards.
No, against the Steelers. Against the Steelers.
If you're saying Will
against the Steelers, my fault.
Same from now to college, you're lying.
What?
Period. And I said, Alex, I was lagging, but I just saw it. If you think that Will Levis looks the same from right now to college, you're blatantly lying. Like blatantly. He was a bot in college. Nobody thought he was ever good.
College doesn't necessarily
matter right now.
It doesn't. Like, how many times have we seen guys that looked great in college, flop in the NFL? Other guys look kind of mid in college and are the NFL quarterback GOAT.
No, like, but to Trey's point though, I think what Trey's trying to say is I use Jameis Winston, right? A lot of the crap why Jameis Winston's on the bench, I saw that in FSU. So I think Trey's trying to say, like, it's the same guy. He hasn't made that leap. But I can't comment on that. I never saw Levis play in college.
The reason why I can't say that,
you got to judge him with his
the reason why I totally disagree. The reason why I say I totally disagree because I think Will Levis in college, like, there was really, he had the arm talent, but the decision making, all that stuff that wasn't good. Am I lagging?
No, you're good now.
No, you're good.
I do want to say though, I understand. To a little bit devil's advocate on my time now, I do kind of get where Trey is coming from, because if you buy stock a little too early, right?
It's a penny stock.
Pause.
It's a penny stock. You're supposed to buy it when it's early.
All of you, every single one of you. I've sat here for 2 years arguing with you guys about buying stock too early, and you've all done it repeatedly over and over and over again.
Not me.
You haven't been here for 2 years, OJ. And now all of a sudden, Dub better take himself out of the damn camera. Now all of a sudden, it's too early. I don't want to buy the stock too early. Get out of here. You do it every single week. You did it with Herbert. You did it with Lamar Jackson. You do it all the time.
You're doing it with CJ
Stroud. With Bijan. You're doing it with Bijan right now. You're doing it with everybody. So just because you disagree, it's too early to buy it. Bull crap. You do it all the time. Stop it.
Because
to be clear, I'm
not even talking. I'm a supporter.
There's a lot of players that I look at in college. Like, I can.
You supporter that Will Elway stop?
Yes.
Not Will
Elway. No, that's OD.
Real quick, Fluent. I want to go back to the point that you made. The thing you were saying about about a bunch of college players who were like really good in college and they came bust. There's a lot of them. There's I think it named you like 10 like really good guys in college that I look at. When they came out of college, we thought they were going to be great, and they could play complete flops. Johnny Manziel is number 1 for me. Johnny Manziel. Tebow, because let's be honest, Tebow, Vince Young.
Was he good in college?
Tebow on Florida?
Tebow was good for his time. He was Tebow. He was a bigger. He's a bigger, slower version.
Okay, look, I thought Tebow played well at college, but maybe it was because team
he's
was
considered one of the best college football players of all time.
Because of his,
Cam Newton's better. Cam Newton's better.
Okay,
Cam Newton is better.
I'm not gonna even. Y'all can have that combo, bro.
Okay, hold on. Let me get through this list. So I got 3.
Go ahead.
The Boss at Oklahoma, because I honestly thought he was going to be better, but it's because of his attitude. Tavon Austin, Trent Richardson.
He was ahead of his time. Trent Richardson,
Michael James, Ryan Broyles is another one.
Ryan Broyles got shot.
Trying to go through old guys. Ron Dane out of Wisconsin. A lot of people thought he was going to be the guy who won the Heisman in '99.
I see what you're saying.
Like, there's a lot of like superstar players that we see in college that when they get to the draft, when they're in the process of getting to the draft, we think they're amazing, and they just become busts. And I think I agree, buying the stock too early. My thing with it is, if we see guys like, I'll go back to Will Levis, for example, that are playing at a level like this, and they play one game great, I agree with the idea of buying the stock too early. For me, I have to see consistency. Like, if you could give me 4 games at a consistent level, and you don't have to play completely perfect. If you could give me solid play, I'm fine with it.
Hold up.
Okay.
So wait, Trent, before you go,
ahead,
in that case, I don't ever want to hear y'all get on me for putting T-Law in the top 10 after 8 games if we could buy stock after 2. I don't ever want to hear y'all get mad at me for how high
I need 4.
Y'all said these dangerous precedents, and it goes to bite you in the butt, bro.
Okay.
That's the problem, bro.
That's
why for me, I'll never see someone like
guys. But I don't think anyone's saying Will Levis is going to be, a top 5 quarterback all time. What they're saying is he's come into the league, he's gotten an opportunity, and the 2 games that he's played, he's looked really good. That's all. He's looked really good. So just like just finished talking about CJ Stroud and saying if he continues to play this way, yada yada yada. Well, hey, you can say the same thing. If Will Levis continues to look this good and play like this, man, he's gonna at the end of the season, we're gonna be talking about, man, Will Levis is the guy.
And also, Will Levis did not come into this season as the starter, bro. He's just taken over out of nowhere. So he didn't have the starter reps like Stroud and some of those other guys. So you gotta give him a little bit of credit, even just for that, bro. I mean, for what it's worth, I didn't see the last game, but the first one we had like 5 touchdowns. To have that poise to make some of those decisions and those gusty throws, bro, I gotta give him a lot of credit for that. So I'll remain optimistic.
I was
just think the Titans. The Titans had Ryan Tannehill last year. Malik Willis, right? And then they draft Will. Like he never thought he was going to play this year. So good for him. Good for him.
Look, I get where you're coming from, Fluid. My only thing is the difference between the Will Levis situation and the CJ Stroud situation. Like I said, like Trent knows this. I literally watched all of the quarterbacks before the draft and then watched them again before the season, like all the rookies. And the one thing I said is the guy that's playing now for the Texans, this version of CJ Stroud did not exist at Ohio State. Like,
that's fine. That's fine.
That's why I'm buying stock. It's because there's a level of growth and progression that I've seen since the moment he's got it. I was like, oh, this is different. Even with AR, like his progression as a passer, him being able to like go through full field reads and do a lot of the things that certain people, cough, cough, G baby, said he couldn't do. Like, that's why I bought into that, as opposed to Will Levis, who was always physically talented and he could always throw the long ball, but there were questions about his decision making. There was questions about, hey, does he go through things too fast sometimes? I'm still seeing some of that, which is the only reason why I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe I'm gonna wait a couple more so I can get more of a sample size before I be like, oh, okay, cool. There's been growth here. Let me buy stock. That's
his pocket presence at Kentucky wasn't that great as well, but
that's heavily improved when you see him watching these past 2 games. But I digress. This is the same guy. This is the same bot bum we see him against Kentucky. Bro, he was whack. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is crazy.
I mean, you say that. Nah, we can continue. I don't want to.
Yeah, start bench cut college QBs. Tebow, Leak, Newton.
That's easy. That's easy.
They should replace Leak with Vince Young because that's the easy cut.
And you know who's getting cut? And you know who's getting cut? Bye-bye,
Tebow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wait. Time out.
No, you start. This is what you do.
Hold on.
This is what you do. I'll tell you, OJ.
You start Newton, you bench Leak, and you cut Tebow.
Are we talking about NFL or are we talking about college?
No, college.
So if we're
I will always
college, you're gonna cut Tim Tebow?
Cam Newton is the greatest college football quarterback ever.
Bro. You guys are picking Chris Leak over Tim Tebow.
No, bro, Tim Tebow literally had one of the greatest college football teams of all time. His roster was stacked. Like half the guys on his offense went to the NFL. Like,
wait. This the start. Y'all hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You start because my Wi-Fi is bugging out right now. Both of them. But you start Cam Newton and you cut the rest. I don't care how you go.
But even then, OJ, you said
I was gonna say that too. Like Cam Newton took. Like here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. Cam Newton took a 13 Auburn team who had a losing record the previous season. They went 13-0, and he literally had the biggest carry job of any college quarterback. If Cam Newton wasn't starting for Auburn that year, they're not even considered in a hunt for a national title.
Can you tell me how Cam Newton ended up in Auburn?
Because he got kicked out of Florida for stealing a damn laptop.
Who was the starting quarterback?
But they also had Tim Tebow in the wings.
Interesting.
That's not. I mean, so what? We gonna tax Joe Burrow because he couldn't start over Cardale Jones?
Yep. In college, yep, we are. Hell yeah, we are.
That's crazy.
Joe Burrow's a top 2 college quarterback ever.
At the end of the day, Tim Tebow, Vince Young, and that's why I think Leak is an easy cut. And so Tim Tebow, Vince Young, Cam Newton are the 3 greatest college quarterbacks ever. So that's a conversation in the order you put them.
Wait, no. G-Baby, let me go real quick. Tim Tebow is closer to Baker Mayfield than Cam Newton.
I'm taking Charlie Ward over Leak.
Trent.
Charlie Ward.
Right now,
OJ,
every time we talk about
just think about this. Just think about this. He's the only quarterback that we know in history that we only talk about accolades. Only. He's the only quarterback in any quarterback you will talk about. You don't talk about his game. You know why? His passing, garbage.
Who?
Garbage passing.
Tim Tebow. No, the reason Tim Tebow gets put up so high because of his college resume. Not because of his ability as a quarterback. His college resume.
He almost won a back-to-back Heisman.
Caleb Williams is clearly a better quarterback than Tim Tebow.
Oh, not even close.
You can't debate it.
But here's the thing, though, man. If we're talking about career-wise,
Joe Burrow was
one of the best. If you're talking about single season, then that's when we could talk about maybe Cam Newton or Joe Burrow. It's between one of those two. We're talking about single season.
I'm not gonna lie.
Career-wise, those guys can't see Tim Tebow, bro.
But you know what? But longevity doesn't matter in college football because everybody's careers is different.
Okay, so what's the argument? So if we're talking about single
Tebow was
season,
so good, why he stayed 4 years?
If you're talking about single season, is Burrow or Cam? I'm cool with that. I don't mind that. If you're talking about college career,
so let me ask you.
Okay,
but if Tebow was that good, he would have got.
I want to see if he won a
what's your criteria?
4 years. Hold on. He might have stayed 4 years, but you said accolades. Tell me someone who has better stats: 9,285 passing yards, 88 passing touchdowns, 2,900. Almost 3,000, 57 rushing.
Okay,
I'm not mad. If you put Tebow top 3, I'm not mad at that. I respect that.
This is where y'all going to start dying on hills. Oh, Jim, actually, Sam Bradford or Joe Burrow?
In college?
Oh, that's Joe Burrow.
Why? With your logic,
what?
That doesn't make sense.
I just
your logic that does not
listen.
Hold on, one more thing. Tebow couldn't throw. Wait. He had more passing yards in his 4 years than Vince Young had in his 4 years.
What does that mean? That makes him a better passer? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Put him in the conversation.
If he had more yards.
No, okay.
It's all accolades.
You know what he was? Okay, let me ask you. This is why I think Tebow is. You know how we talk about Alabama and Ohio State quarterbacks, and they're just played with just great talent, and they're not that good? That is the definition of Tim Tebow. He played with Aaron Hernandez, Percy Harvin, Riley Cooper, Chris Rainey, Jeff Dents. He was carried by all of them. Now, don't get it twisted. He was a phenomenal runner, an elite runner, one of the best college football runners ever. When it comes to as a quarterback, when you combine all of it, that brother is not good. He is not a good quarterback.
And then
when you combine his
trend, bro. To say he's not a good quarterback, that's disingenuous, bro. He's recognized as one of the greatest, bro. That's disingenuous,
when you combine his
bro.
passing and his rushing and his leadership.
Fuck the leadership. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing it. I'm not.
If we're talking
I am a Christian. I am a Christian man, and I love his message.
One more thing.
My God.
People forget also, and I'm going to defend Floyd on this.
You all will die on that Lamar Jackson hill because he makes up for any inefficiencies with his arm, with his legs, but you're not doing it for Tebow. Why?
Because they had a sack.
Wait, whoa. What did he just ask? What did he just ask?
Whoa.
What did he just ask?
Fluid, you're disgusting.
No way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way you can say. There's no way you compare Lamar and Tebow. There's no way. There's no way.
Are we comparing them as their player form in college, or are we talking?
I'm talking about
okay.
I'm talking about college football quarterback. I'm talking about the best version of yourself when you was in college. That's why I think Tebow has no case of being top 5 because there are 5 quarterbacks who are clearly way better.
Name the 5. Name the 5.
Lamar was better than him in college.
Name the 5.
You guys name the 5. Wait, Trent. Before you name that 5, OJ, I need you to stay with me because I'm still stuck on the fact. With your logic, how was Joe Burrow over Sam Bradford with that logic?
I don't know Sam Bradford's career numbers.
Sam Bradford numbers are crazy. They're crazy.
Career-wise, but if you're talking about an individual season, Joe Burrow probably had the greatest individual season for a quarterback. That's why I went Joe Burrow, bro. I know.
But Joe Burrow is.
You asked me a question. I know Tebow's career numbers. I don't know what Bradford's are. So based on that, I'm gonna go with Burrow, bro.
All right. So Bradford's career, he went 604 for 893. He had 67.6% completion with 8,403 yards. And he had 88 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, and 175.6 passer rating.
Okay, yeah, no, if you look at his joint, he won a Heisman Trophy, and he was stupid.
But his stats ain't better than Tebow. I'll tell you
but
that.
Just because your stats is not better than Tebow, that don't make it not better.
When you say all Tebow has an accolades, it's college, and you have to take the stats with a grain of salt.
And that's the thing. We're having two separate conversations.
Who had the single season record for passing yards? In college football,
is it not Graham Merrill?
Isn't it?
I think it's Graham
Merrill.
No, it's not.
Who was it?
Wasn't it Case Keenum or
Bailey Zappi with almost 6,000?
Okay, but the thing is, though, this is where
in college.
But Floyd, this is where you look at the quarterback and see if they're better than each other. Yeah, but this is like
that's his point. You brought up some Tebow stats, and then what the fuck are you talking about?
I have a question.
That doesn't make sense. You just cooked your own argument. I hope you know that.
Let me ask that question. What are y'all basing this on?
He said,
this is what I base it on, OJ. This is what I base it on. OJ, this is what I base it on.
I said, no, he has stats too.
I want to explain
that criteria is talent. Then it's like Joe Burrow, Bradford, Tebow, all those guys.
I'm basing it off of who's better than each other. I respect what Tebow did because, his rushing touchdowns and shit, he was bugging. But when you talk about who is a better quarterback, like, for example, who's a better passer in college, Bryce Young or Tim Tebow?
Bryce Young, not even close.
Now, stay with me. Now, the 5 quarterbacks that I think are clearly way better than Tebow: Cam Newton, Joe Burrow, Vince Young, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield. Those are just 5 alone. Those alone have all these. Yes, you know why?
You know why? Let me.
I'm not mad at that list.
Time out. All of those guys
wait to destroy this.
Had crazy stats. Oh my God. Had crazy stats going to college, and they're way better quarterbacks. If you just said Bryce Young is a way better passer than Tebow, there's no reason you say he's better than those guys I just named.
Let me ask you one very simple question. In college football, one of the biggest differences in college football and the pros is the value of a running quarterback, bro. What you're doing, you're superimposing. Hold on, let me finish, bro. You're superimposing the value of passing in college and the pros to college, bro. At the end of the day, bro, like I'll give you an example. The quarterback for Alabama, bro.
Jalen Milroe.
Yeah, whatever, man. I could never say his name, but the dude cannot pass, bro. If you guys have seen him, he's not a consistent passer. But he can also run, and he does enough to win games. So for me, Tim Tebow, bro, he was a running quarterback, and he was probably the best running quarterback, and he did that very well, bro. So there's value in that.
I will never discredit a running quarterback, But when the passing gap is like this, not even comparable,
guess what?
You have to take that in consideration.
I don't really care that much if your running is good enough and you're winning games anyhow.
Wait.
So,
For example,
so you like the
time out for a
quarterback?
player. Wait. For a player like Cam Newton, when he's a way better passer and he's a way better runner, how is Tim Tebow better than him? Because he had better accolades.
He won the starting job over.
Cam Newton's a way better runner than Tim Tebow.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Tim Tebow's the best running quarterback in college football history, bro.
You're lying. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? He's a better runner than Lamar Jackson?
Look up the
Yeah,
stats.
you're a liar.
Look
You're
up
a
the
Why are
stats.
you saying?
Hold up.
Wait, stop.
We can sit there and argue all day.
Is Tim Tebow a better runner than Lamar
He's
Jackson?
a better runner than Michael Vick.
I realized something. This is what you
Been
guys
the
are
one I
doing.
would've
We're
said.
having two different conversations. You're talking about talent, bro. From a talent perspective, Lamar Jackson.
Okay,
is
OJ.
better.
Wait,
I'm not
stop.
talking about
Wait,
just
Trent,
talent,
hold
bro.
up, Trent.
We're having two different conversations.
OJ. So are you saying that Tebow is the greatest runner because of all the touchdowns and all the stuff he had, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
or no?
bro. That's
okay. So
exactly
stay
what
right
I'm
there.
saying.
So stay right there. So when LeGarrette Blount led the league in rushing touchdowns, was he the best runner in the league?
LeGarrette Blount?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When LeGarrette Blount led the league in rushing touchdowns, was he the best runner in the league?
I know where you go with this.
So can I hear? You said Tim Tebow is the best rushing quarterback ever because of what?
G-Baby thought he could.
Because of the stats, bro. Wait. What did you ask?
Trent, this is what you have to understand. Lamar Jackson, as a singular talent, is a better rusher, open field than Tim Tebow. I'm not arguing that. That's a talent standpoint. What I'm arguing is Tim Tebow's impact as a rusher was the greatest in college football history. That's a better way of saying it.
No,
That's
you just did it longer.
You're looking at talent,
He
bro.
wasn't even the best runner on his team. He had Percy Harvin, who was a better runner
That's
than him.
cool. Well, what did I say? As a rushing quarterback, Tim Tebow is the most effective rushing quarterback in college history, bro.
You know why he's not more effective? You know why he's not more effective than Cam Newton? Because Cam Newton was doing that with Fluent, Trey, and Dub as his wide receivers and tight ends and running backs.
That's fair. I was gonna say
wide receiver. I'm better than you.
Hey, I'm just saying, Fluent. I'm talking about
you
you right
for
now.
one season. Yeah.
All right, bro. Why are you talking about?
Bro, he took a 3-10 on Auburn team that probably would have had a losing record and got them to the national championship and beat an Oregon team with one of the best running backs in the country. Like, don't tell me that Tebow had
listen, bro.
Tebow had one of the most glorified rosters in the history of that college football. Half of that roster went to the freaking league.
You guys keep bringing up the glorified rosters.
Here.
Hold on, time out. Let me say something good. You guys keep bringing up the glorified rosters. Do you know the roster that Ken Dorsey had? How come Ken Dorsey's not held up to the same standard?
Who talks about Ken Dorsey these days? Huh? Who talks about Ken Dorsey? You know why? This is a perfect.
Do you know the roster that Ken Dorsey had, bro?
You know why nobody talks about Ken Dorsey?
What is that?
He wasn't that good. You know why people overrate Tebow? He wasn't that good.
Hold on a second, though. But this is my question, though. You guys, bro, be consistent. You're saying that Tim Tebow, you're trying to discredit Tim Tebow with the talent that he has, right? But he put up crazy numbers. How come Dorsey didn't do that with the talent he had?
Ken Dorsey's not good. Tim Tebow's better than Ken Dorsey.
Tim Tebow's not good either, bro, but he had all the talent.
Tim Tebow
is bad. It's just I don't think Tebow's better than
Tim Tebow is way better than Ken Dorsey. This is my point. And he's got.
Let Trey talk.
Let me get some of these super chats. Hold up, wait. Eagle Nation, if you erase everything you guys knew of all the QBs past accomplishments in the league, wait, let me say this because maybe they could want to clip this up.
Pat Mahomes.
If you erased everything you guys knew of all the QBs past accomplishments, if you erased everything you guys knew of all the QBs past accomplishments in the league, would Pat Mahomes, based solely off of what you've seen this year, be clearly still the best QB in the league?
No, it'd be Lamar.
No, it'd be Lamar.
Are they talking about? Wait.
What he's saying
is solely off of what we've seen.
Let me word it differently.
It will be CJ Stroud.
It will be Lamar Jackson.
If life started this season and you knew nothing before
it would be Lamar Jackson.
Who would be the best quarterback? Okay,
it would be Lamar Jackson. Yeah,
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, it'll be Lamar.
I know.
And Fluent is Phillip Rivers a Hall of Famer?
No. No.
Yeah. All right, look, I'm just gonna say
in that Eli tier.
I'm just gonna
no.
I'm just
both
gonna
not Hall of Famers.
I swear, Tim Tebow is he's the most.
Is Big Ben a Hall of Famer?
Wait, let me
go ahead, Trey. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just say this about the Tebow thing before we get out. because I get where OJ's coming from. If you wanted to talk about college football players, yes, his resume is probably the greatest college football resume for a quarterback that you could ever have. The issue that I have in putting him ahead of guys like Cam and guys like Joe Burrow, it's the combination of, yes, these guys were like physically talented and they had like all the accolades and stuff, but they were also like these guys were, hey, this is the engine that makes it go. Like he might have been the heart and soul of that team, at least on the offense, but there were so many other guys that were involved in him scoring all of those touchdowns. Like, prime example, he played with Chris Rainey, he played with Jeff Demps, who, by the way, was also an Olympian on the track team, which helped him. Then you talk about Percy Harvin, Lewis Murphy, Riley Cooper, Cornelius Ingram, freaking Aaron.
That team was very talented. They don't win without Tebow.
They don't. Look, no. Look,
they literally won with Chris Leak. They literally won with Chris Leak to win his freshman year.
Slow down, because he's not wrong. You're right. They don't win without Tebow on top.
But they did. Why are you guys saying they don't win without him? If they did.
Okay, wait. Even in the Chris League championship, he was playing in a lot of those games. Like that's
coming for a tush push. Don't mean you really.
No, he was doing more than that.
Okay, now
he came in for third downs and QB powers.
What is wrong?
It wasn't just oh, okay.
Like
third down.
That's
what you doing. Like what we not gonna do is lie.
I feel amazing.
Like
I'm addicted.
Dude, like Trent,
go watch the documentary.
I agree with you that he is a little bit.
There's a lot of stuff they leave out of it
in terms of best college quarterbacks ever. But there was a reason why Urban Meyer kept pushing to get him on the field as a true freshman. It was because he was better than Chris Leak. He just didn't want to bench him because dude had been an established starter.
Trey,
there had to be some level of hierarchy there.
Do you know why this conversation and do you know why this whole Tebow thing? That's why I think he's so overrated. Who would you rather have on your team right now, Caleb Williams or Tim Tebow?
I would rather have Caleb Williams. What
conversation over? The conversation is over.
If
you rather have a player, if you rather have Caleb Williams, who's only a one-time Heisman, and we all know who's a way better quarterback than Tim Tebow, we shouldn't be having these conversations about Tebow being top 5.
But Trent, we have two different standards. That's what I'm saying. That's why to me, even with the Bryce Young thing, Bryce Young is clearly a better passer. If you're talking about in terms of talent, period, then you could easily say Caleb Williams over a bunch of these guys that we're talking about. Right now, I'll take Caleb Williams over Cam Newton, despite the crazy, yes.
That's actually crazy.
No, it's not crazy. Are y'all gonna hear me out, bro?
No. Please explain. I want to hear this.
Relax, bro. Caleb Williams, right now, as a quarterback, is a much more polished quarterback and more complete than Cam Newton was in his best season in college, which was the lone season. That's a fact.
The one
that's a fact. Fair. What are y'all?
That's fair.
What are you getting crazy about? That's a fact. Like, what are we talking about? Bro?
I think overall,
there's no way I compare Caleb Williams to Patrick Mahomes and not agree with that. That's crazy to me.
I think OJ at this point, I feel like you're taking Tebow or having him that high because he was there longer. He did this for the 4 years he was.
We talking about accolades.
It's got to be because
we talking about accolades. He put AJ McCarron in the top 10.
Well, because if it's not, if it's not the resume and it's not the accolades, if that's not the reason, you're not gonna tell me another reason that isn't the accolades because a lot of these quarterbacks.
I said that already. Said that already.
Okay, but I just asked you. You said no.
No. I said yes.
I heard you say no.
I said yes. My entire argument has been career and career stats. That's been my argument. It started with the start bench cut,
that's
bro.
So nasty.
Hence why I said Bryce Young is a much better passer than Tebow. I have no problem with that, bro.
Hey, so somebody asked 2017 Baker or
even Mac Jones.
I'm taking Caleb. But they both clear Tebow. I'm taking Caleb.
Got you. Patrick Mahomes or Peyton Manning from sports?
Peyton Manning.
Patrick Mahomes.
It's Patrick Mahomes.
You go Mahomes. I don't
Peyton
know.
Manning.
Next.
Why?
Manning is a better pocket passer, but overall, give me Mahomes.
He's a better. Yeah, I agree with OJ. Better pocket passer, and I think overall Peyton has a better offensive mind.
One thing I want to say
The
before we
offensive
all
mind is
that
getting
too.
locked up
that
with Edgerrin James and Marvin
Mookie take
Harrison
when he
in
was
the
talking
Pacers.
about
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers being a better passer than Patrick Mahomes, it's not that crazy. I was dead dragging.
Who?
You said what?
What that Mookie take when he said that Aaron Rodgers is a better passer.
I've never seen Aaron Rodgers be make a throw on
falling
down,
on a dot.
falling on the
Yeah,
sidearm. I've never seen
that.
And that alone right there is why he's
I'm with you on that.
that alone
sure.
right there is why. I'm
I'm
sorry.
not
Also,
sure
too,
Peyton
Peyton
Manning has a
Manning,
better
I'm not gonna
offensive
hold y'all.
mind, though. I don't know if I agree with that. To me, Patrick Mahomes, he has a relationship with football, like his instincts. It's one of the craziest instincts I've ever seen in my life, bro. Mahomes' instincts. Whereas Peyton Manning, it's not instinct, it's the opposite. It's preparation, like crazy cerebral pre-snap reads. He knows exactly what the defense and Patrick Mahomes tend to be more improv. To be honest with you, bro, there's not like if you think about it, this is gonna sound crazy, but just think about it, bro. Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, bro, they have very similar play style, bro. They have a lot of hero ball. Like I'm just gonna like gunsling in there, bro. Except it just so happens that Mahomes simply makes slightly better decisions, and those passes are gonna be more accurate than Josh Allen. But the way they play and their approach to the game, somewhat it's a little similar.
Y'all just like Peyton Manning for the Omahas, man. That's all that is.
Peyton
Because he said Omaha.
Peyton Manning is he is a better.
He was an intellectual savant when it came to
Yeah. Facts. The Omahas, Doug. The Omahas.
OJ, you're not wrong. I've literally said this because the three quarterbacks one of the three quarterbacks we end up talking about the most on here is Mahomes, Allen, and Herbert. The difference between those three, even though they kind of all fit the same profile, Mahomes does the best job of going in between being game manager and being artist. Josh Allen, you could argue in terms of improvisation and like the artistry of being able to create outside the structure of an offense, you could argue at times he's better than Mahomes. But also because he tries to do it too much, it also turns into ridiculously terrible,
and a curse,
i.e. the Jets game. And then Herbert has the talent to do the same thing that those two do, but he plays like a robot sometimes. It's too much computer and not enough artist. So, yeah. It's not.
Fellas. We grind a little bit over time, but with the discussions we had, I wasn't too mad about it. So, salute to y'all. Like the video, subscribe, and we will see y'all again. Peace.
Tebow was the greatest guy